waiting for it to come through. Okay. Head over to YouTube. Today, we are giving YouTube tips, answering your YouTube questions, checking out some channels, and more. And we're starting right now.
That's just how we do.
What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel, make videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. With that out of the way, I want to go ahead and here and hop into the chat, give some shout outs and all that stuff, just like always, to see who is showing up, who the early squad is. We've got Danielle from Cutting the Caboose. Beanie Draws was able to make it back from the wedding. Thanks for swinging by.
Hey, real quick,
Beanie Draws.
Beanie is the dinosaur guy.
Yes.
Beanie, you're awesome. I just want to say that right now. Anyone who draws dinosaurs is okay in my book.
Yeah, Beanie's fantastic. He was actually just added to the mod crowd, the mod squad about Team Nimmin, the mod squad, about 2 weeks ago, I believe. So yes, he's a hard hitter, man. He lays the band hammer down hard. Laying it down. Brady Kind Gaming, what is going on? Nice to see you in here. Super 3 Supercharger 8000. What is going on? Dollar Dude in the house. I saw you in here as well. Owen Thompson Vlogs. What is going on? Super User. What is happening? Nice to see you in here. Holly G Studios as well. So as you can see, this is definitely the broadcast from what is going on with the new studio that we're working on. Now, we're still fine-tuning some stuff. We're trying to get the images sharper and things like that. We're still working on the lighting, some of the color and things like that. But this is basically the rough draft, so to speak, of what is going to be going on the new channel. So if you have not yet subscribed to the new channel, this part of it is going to be one portion. Back over here, we've got another wall over here to where, you know, we're getting a logo wall made for it and things like that, to where we can actually shoot in front of that and make videos as well. So that's what's going on here in this particular situation as far as the actual live streaming side of the new channel we're going to be working on. So if you haven't subscribed to that, make sure that you do it now, because as you can see, we're getting really close. So we're going to be going live with that extremely soon, most likely here within the next couple of weeks.
It's been quite a process.
It has. And I also want to introduce, if you want to put the camera on you, I also want to introduce my brother D.
Hello.
He's going to be doing the channel with me. He is the brain behind everything that you see right here. He's designed. He designed all of this stuff, drew the sketches out on the computer. He's been going through the painstaking process of getting all of this stuff together, and, you know, having everything built and putting it all together and doing all the tech and all that stuff. So he's done a fantastic job here. So
thank you. It's
hats off to you. If I had a hat on,
well, I'm wearing a hat so they don't confuse us. The Beard Brothers.
Oh, nice. So yeah, in the chat we got Carlos. What is going on? Nice to see you in here. I'm glad you like the setup as well. Flicks Edits, you say you have a question. Let's go ahead and get into the question portion of this and see what kind of questions you have. Let's see what you got. So Flicks Edits, anybody that has a question, anybody that has a YouTube question, here's what I want you to do. Instead of asking if you can ask a question, go ahead and put the question in there, because I definitely want you to ask questions, because for this portion we're going to be doing Q&A stuff. So if there's anything that you want to know about YouTube, I'm going to be scrolling through the chat. I'm going to be randomly picking people out of there to answer your YouTube questions. So if you have anything that you want to know about what it is that you're doing, ask. Now, with that said, any checking out the channels and any of that stuff, we're going to be doing that here a little bit later. So right now we're just doing, you know, hey, I've got this question and then I'm going to answer that, and then I have this other question and then I'm going to answer that, and so on. So go ahead and get those questions rolling out, and let's see what is going on. Good Night Walkers says that they just subscribed to the new channel.
Awesome.
Thank you. High five and fist bump to you for that. You're going to be glad that you did. Aaron Jemison says it's really Nick with the special camera tricks. Absolutely.
He's full of them.
I'm on both of these. That's actually me too. This is all pre-recorded.
He's everywhere. Yeah.
Brian G. Johnson in the house. What is going on, my man? Nice to see you in here as well. And Zaggy DK, nice to see you also. Yeah, so Brian, I don't think you've ever seen my brother either. That's him.
Brian G. Johnson.
That's him right there.
The man with the poodles is up in here.
That's it. Yep, in the house.
In the house.
Yeah.
How's it going?
So Flix Edits asks, what is the best editing app for edits on Android? Personally, I use KineMaster. KineMaster is awesome. It's extremely easy to use. With that said, it does come with a small price that you are going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay a price, son, for that. But it does come with a small price. I think it's like $5. So if you're really wanting to edit videos on your phone, then you can spare $5 to download the app.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally worth it.
It's a great app. It's really easy to use, and all of that. So, and it's robust. You can add like audio tracks, and you can add like all of that stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Jason Burchell, what is going on? Nice to see you in here. Brian G is the man. Beanie Drawl says Brian G is the man. Absolutely, he is.
He is the man.
Dollar Dude says YouTube, it's a family affair. It is.
It is.
Okay, here we go.
Definitely is.
We have a question. Sir, can I become a tech YouTuber? Absolutely, you can become a tech YouTuber. I would suggest that you go watch Andrew Edwards and that you go watch Linus Tech Tips and things like that, because those are the people you're going to be competing with. So you can see the level that you're going to have to come at in order to really make a dent in the YouTube tech space.
Bring your A game.
Yeah, your A++.
Your A++ game.
Yeah, those
yeah.
tech guys are serious.
Oh yeah, they know the craft.
Yeah,
they
do. That's why they're doing tech, right? Like it would be disappointing, if they didn't bring their A game.
Right.
Let's see here. Blockbuster Trailer and Trick says you guys are looking cool. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Question: what mic do you use and how much is it? That's from Jega Ray's Crazy Adventures. These mics are Rode Procaster mics. They are ballpark around like $260.
Yes,
I believe. But if you go to the link in the description right now, I have a Amazon store link, so you can go down there. You can click on that, and that shows you all of the gear that I use. The only thing I haven't added yet is I haven't added the mixer.
Right.
Here I haven't added
which is a Behringer board.
Behringer board. There we go. We got that covered, and I think that's it. And the cloud lifter. No, I have a cloud lifter on there.
It's an 8-channel Behringer board, and we have headphone amplifier.
Okay, yeah, and we got a headphone amplifier. I think I might have that headphone amplifier in there, but I didn't know what model the board was.
Cloud lifters. We have the Stream Deck. You have that in there.
Yeah, I have the Stream Deck in there.
By the way, anybody who does not have a Stream Deck yet and they are doing live streams,
it's awesome.
You're missing out. You need to get one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Definitely need to get one.
Totally makes everything easy, or a disaster, depending on how good you can use it. Cosmos Q, what is going on? Cosmos Q says, should I start a barbecue live stream show?
Wow, how weird is that? We were just talking about barbecue before we started streaming.
I know. That's crazy, right? Yeah. So with the barbecue live stream show, I think that, like if you can do it on a regular schedule, I think absolutely. If you have the people that will come in and actually watch the show, and you can kind of condense some of that information to where, if you're just going, hey, cook with me or something like that. Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be something cool, an additional value add that you can add to your audience. But what I would try to avoid is if people are coming in and they're not watching it for a long period of time, or you can't get a lot of people in there, then I would shelf it for now until you can get a handful of people in there, people that are regularly participating and things like that. But yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Music Forever. Okay, for my question, any way to get more views at start? Any trick? Since if anyone gets one hit, it's enough to get other videos and other videos too. Can anyone help me with that? Thanks. When you first start, there isn't a trick to help you get more views or to help you get subscribers. The best way to do it is to have amazing thumbnails that people are going to click on. In addition to that, you also want to have people. Oh, we have visible cables on the floor. Says Cutting the Caboose behind me.
Yeah, this is still.
It's still a work in progress.
Right
we still
back here. Yeah, this is a work in progress.
This is the rough draft of what's coming.
Yeah, eventually all the cables will go behind the wall, and you won't see anything. But we were actually cramming to get everything together just for this stream.
Yeah, we're pushing hard.
Yeah.
I literally ran to 7-Eleven like 15 minutes ago to get like little canned coffees and all that stuff because we didn't even have coffee in here.
Right. I'm just gonna paint the cables white.
But yeah, back to your question. As far as a trick is concerned, there isn't any tricks necessarily that you can use. However, you want to make sure that you're using good thumbs. You also want to make sure that you are optimizing your metadata on your videos. What that means is that you are basically making your content searchable, discoverable by other people. The great way to do that is to search or to title your videos with long tail keyword phrases. What that means is basically instead of going for like in my particular case, instead of just going for like YouTube tips, it's easier to rank for if you go for like YouTube tips for beginners, and you keep adding additional identifiers on there as well. So as far as tricks are concerned, no. As far as actual tactics and methods you can use, absolutely. But just keep in mind, music forever, that YouTube is a long game. So in most cases, it's going to take some time to build a channel. It's going to take some time to build an audience and things like that. So so don't rely on tricks. Just sit there and put in the work, because there are not any real tricks that you can do.
Do the work.
Yeah, there's stuff that you can do. I mean, you can, you can hire services and things like that to pump you full of views and pump you full of subscribers, but all of those are going to get deleted because YouTube can detect that stuff. So it's not a good way to do it. Let's see here. Next question. What editing app do you use? Says Jegga Ray's Crazy Adventures. I personally use KineMaster on my phone, and on my computer I use Vegas. I absolutely love Vegas. So
Me too.
That's what I use. Yeah, he uses that also.
I'm a lifer Vegas user.
Yeah, OG
Vegas user.
user.
Yeah, love it.
Let's see here. The dad Zach says use TubeBuddy for optimizing if you're not already. It's so amazing. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Dad Zach. If you are not familiar with TubeBuddy yet, it's basically a browser plugin that will massively decrease your actual workload, save you tons of time, and help you learn how to rank your videos and help you actually rank your videos, along with testing other things and stuff like that. It's the ultimate for YouTube content creators. So make sure that you go and you check that out. I have a link to TubeBuddy down in the description below. I'm also streaming there this coming Wednesday as well, and it's a different type of stream. It's not streams like this. The stream is actually more training material. So it's a little bit different than normal. Doug Hoosen in the house. What is going on, my man? Oh, $20 super chat. Look at that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks to Biden Conquer.
Thank you.
Hey, Nick, I'm sending this because my Patreon payment didn't go through, but I do have a few questions. What are your options on, or your opinions on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter ads to help boost your channel? What are 10 ways gamers can get ahead of others ranking-wise? Okay, so a handful of questions there. So the first one are my opinions on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter ads. Before you run ads on your channel, what I recommend, if you're going to run ads on your channel, what I recommend is that you really dial in your audience retention on your videos. Because if you're sending people to your videos and they're not staying on your videos, and they're not generating subscribers, they're not generating any type of engagement that you're actually searching for, then technically you're not converting them. In addition to that, actually spending money for the sake of people coming to your channel to watch your videos, spending money for the sake of them coming to subscribe to your videos, but you're not getting anything on the back end. Me personally, I would recommend against that unless you have money to burn, because if you have some type of monetization built into your channel, then it makes a little bit of sense. If you're putting them on an email list, you're sending them to a website or selling merchandise or something like that, it makes a little bit of sense. But if you are just sending them to your channel for the sake of subscribers and views, personally, I would recommend against it. Again, like I said, unless you have money to burn. Now, as far as 10 ways that gamers can get ahead of others ranking-wise, again, I'm not going to give you 10 ways, but I'll give you one really important one. And that one really important one is making sure that you're doing something in your videos that actually keeps the people watching your content. Because whatever it is that you're trying to rank for, you're basically going against the watch time that other gamers are generating on their stuff as well. So if you can keep people watching your videos for longer than your competition, then YouTube is more likely to promote you, and you're more likely to rank higher in search as well. So that's what I would recommend. Learn first how to actually keep people watching your videos through your editing process and things like that, how it is that you're presenting in your videos or whatever it happens to be. Figure out how to keep them watching for a long time during your streams or during your game recordings in order to help you with your rankings. Because because most of you guys are going for similar terms. Another thing that I would recommend too, because I said I would do one, but I'm going to do another one too. Another thing I would recommend is your actual content itself. Instead of just doing like Let's Plays, right? Like, oh, hey, this is just my, just watch me play the game. I'm not sure what it is that you're doing, but if you're just doing Let's Plays and people are just like coming to watch you play, that's not as interesting than if you are doing something to where you're actually providing an additional value as well. So basically, what I mean by that is if you are making gaming content to where you're showing people how to do specific things in the video instead of just playing it, then your view to subscriber ratio typically will get better with that as well, because you're giving an additional amount of value there. So instead of just doing the Let's Plays, let's say, for example, you do, hey, I'm going to show you, 10 ways to stack up money fast in GTA or something like that. And then you can go for those related terms or those particular terms, which will also help you, as far as search is concerned. Just make sure to go long tail though. Elise Lee, what is going on? You're at the dentist. Oh man, that's horrible.
Right.
Yeah, my heart goes out to you. I hope you make it out of there without too much pain, because that's rough.
Enjoy the laughing gas.
Yeah, that's true. Enjoy the laughing gas though.
Right
yeah.
On. Nitrous oxide for the win.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Sadeep Yadav, I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I apologize. Says, please answer this. What do you believe should be the rate of uploading content on the YouTube channel? Does it depend on the content? It does depend on the content, but as much as possible is my answer to that. At the very least, I would do 3 uploads per week if you can. If you cannot support that, like if you just can't work that into your life, then do at least once a week. But if you really want to win, updating 3 times a week is where you're going to drastically increase your chances of winning. Because the idea behind that is you want to stay in the viewer histories of people that come and watch your videos, because you're competing with all of these other people that they happen to like, that your subscribers happen to like. And when they come and watch your videos and they keep coming back and keep watching and things like that, then you're more likely to get suggested to them more and more and more. And if you are just uploading once a week, you're limiting the amount of times that they can actually come in and watch your content. So it's not as fresh, so to speak. Cutting the Caboose, dropping a 50 spot.
Ooh.
And that's 50 pounds. That little squiggly, that's 50 pounds, right? Do you see that?
It's so small on my monitor, I can't even see it.
Yeah, I think that's 50 pounds. She's in the UK. So, yeah, I think that's 50 pounds, right?
Well,
the currency over there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danielle. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Cutting Caboose says, sending funds for some cable wraps and trunking.
Look at that.
Oh, love it. Love it. Slamming on
us. Man, that just came right at us.
Yeah,
there.
Politely slamming on us.
Like,
here's a 50 spot, and I'm going to, like, hammer on you for a second. That's good.
Clean up the cables. Hey, we are going to clean up the cables. I promise. This is like a test run here on the new studio, so it will be clean.
Yeah,
we promise.
The idea here was basically making sure that we can actually get it like working and like everything was going to come on and all that stuff. So it was it's more of a functional thing right now than it is the
and
the view.
We've had to wrestle this down piece by piece.
Yeah,
cable by cable.
Yeah, it's been fun so far.
Yeah, but hey, 50 pounds for cable wraps.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, here in Thailand we can probably get those for what? 40 pounds?
We can probably pay someone to actually just hide the cables.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or we can just walk over there and grab some cable wraps.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Let's see here. Cutting Caboose smashing it with the super chat, says Beanie Draws. Let's get some super chat hype, people, says Beanie Draws. I'm 13. I can't buy an app, says Kritartha. Hit up your parents. See if your parents can help you out with that if you are trying to edit videos on your phone. Let's see here. How can I crop photos on an Android, like cropping a person to the thumbnail, says Mr. Ice Gamer. If you're cropping, as long as we both have the same understanding of cropping, there's an app called Snapseed that you can crop photos with, to where you can drop them into thumbnails or whatever it is that you want to do. So let's say, for example, you're using Pixel Labs to make your thumbnails on your phone. Then you get your actual image inside of Snapseed, you crop it down, and then you can drop it over into Pixel Labs and manipulate it from there.
Snapseed's amazing.
It is
absolutely amazing.
Yeah. It really is. I love Snapseed,
and it's free.
Right.
I mean, that thing rivals Photoshop, really.
It does.
Yeah.
It's in some cases it's better. I mean,
it's faster.
It's faster. And like learning it and all that stuff. It's awesome.
It's definitely more intuitive.
It is. Let's see here. Can you still grow your channel when you only post once a week or less? Absolutely, you can. Josephine D. Smet. Here's the thing. If you look at channels like Kurzgesagt, they're an animation channel. They make phenomenal content that is extremely shareable. It's extremely informative, and it basically when you watch it, you feel like you're watching something that was produced for like a TV channel or something like that. It's just amazing content over there. They post once a month. They've got, their library is growing, so they have a decent amount of videos now. But they've got over like 4 million subscribers, and they post once a month. But
that's incredible, by the way.
It is. Yeah. But the divide there is basically the content is so amazing that they can get away with it. So if you're making like normal, I'm just gonna put this in quotes. If you're making normal content, in that case, then it's best to upload a lot more if you can. But yeah, you can definitely grow with once a week for sure. You can grow with less for sure. And at the end of the day, it takes one breakout video to make a big difference on your channel. But the thing that you have to think about with that is the long-term growth, because you can get a spike here and then your channel dies again, or you get a spike here and then your channel dies again. But what you got to think about is long-term growth. How can I keep these views coming in on a regular basis? What type of content can I provide to keep that, to keep that thing churning? That's what you want to think of. Let's see here. Fresh Update says setup is super cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on Facebook right now, which it looks like Herman Drost is watching. What's up, Herman, on Facebook? Maria Islava is also watching on Facebook. Guys, head over to YouTube because it's a lot cooler over there. This Facebook version's like blown out and all that stuff. Justin Bennett, what is going on? Saying that he loves the new setup. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, getting some positive feedback there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
I was afraid I was going to have to tear it all down at the end of the chat.
I know, like, oh, people are going to hate this. We're going to have to tear it down. So check this out. Look at this.
Sell it.
Look at this. So we can change the background so that we can get different vibes going on in here.
We got like the dark side and the light going right here.
Yeah.
The Star Wars thing.
Yeah. So which side of the Force are you on? That's what I want to know in the chat right now. Which side of the Force are you on? Yeah. We do a white one. See how the white one comes out there. So let's see here. So can we upload videos on YouTube like how to download paid movies for free? No. That's against the YouTube terms of service. And the reason that it's against the YouTube terms of service is because you're helping people do something illegal. So there are videos like that on YouTube. However, you do not want your channel to be the one that's providing those. So
that white actually looks kind of nice.
Absolutely not. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, I like that.
Do you guys like the white or do you like the blue?
Yeah, let's get some feedback here with this background. His name is D, Beanie.
Hey, Beanie.
D-double-E. So
Beanie the dinosaur drawer.
So what color do you guys like the best here? Going back behind me. So this is the blue.
Let's do a double.
Do a double. Right. Okay, so this is the blue. Right. Now let's change it to red. See how the red looks. Yeah, what do you guys think best? Because we're trying to figure out which one it is that we're going to do with the new channel.
Right.
So what is it that you like best? Here, this is the red right here, obviously. You want to go white?
Yeah, let's go white.
Okay, this is what the white-ish.
Oh, there's some discoloration back here behind the TV. See that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and over here. This whole,
interesting.
Yeah, this whole strip right here is a little off. That's interesting.
Yeah, okay, so forget the white.
Okay, so we've got blue so far. We've got blue. We've got yellow. Another blue. We've got a red. We've got a red.
All right.
Okay, we've got a green. You want yellow or green? Yellow?
Let's go yellow.
Okay.
Yellow actually comes out as orange on cam.
Okay, so we've got the yellow/orange on cam here. Oh, getting a lot of blue.
You're getting some weird
blue, like blue. One red, blue, blue, blue.
Let's go back to blue.
Okay, go back to blue.
We're back to blue.
All right. You want to try green? How'd the green come out?
Let's try. You're on the top green here.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here's a green one. What do you think of the green?
That looks kind of nice.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the green? Beanie likes both. Ryan's Pad likes the red. Thelma Thrift likes the blue. Sadeep says, but I'll try for sure. The dad tech Zach, sorry, that dad Zach says red's pretty cool. Aaron Geyser says blue. Red. Yes, we've got a bunch of stuff.
Yellow.
Yeah, we've got red, blue. Okay, yeah, we'll change it back to blue.
That's terrible. Which one is terrible?
Blue is more peaceful, says Beanie Draws. Nice, nice.
All right, we're back to blue.
Okay, do blue, do blue. I really like the colors on the set, says Nick Nimmin. Says flash in your pan. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yep, thank you.
Let's see here. Green. Green is nice. Beanie likes green. Also, Doug Hewson also likes the green. So, yeah, some good stuff here. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go green, blue still. Green looks good. I really like the blue. Yeah, a lot of different opinions.
So, basically, it's like green, blue, and red.
Yeah, green, blue, and red. And the Wolf's World says Nimmin is known for blue. Absolutely.
See, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Green washes you out. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Thank you
thanks, Raven. I appreciate that feedback. John Foley says red. We got purple. Yeah, that's good. I guess it might come through on purple on some of the screens. What about pink? We don't have pink available right now. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, Todd and Sabina Barth say that they like the combo, the red and the blue for Star Wars. Yeah, well, we got the premiere coming out soon, so there's a really good chance that we might have a session in here.
Yeah,
for that.
We might do full costume. It's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible that we might sit here in like full blown stormtrooper outfits and Boba Fett outfits to
possible.
Yeah, to do a stream. That'd be awesome.
It's possible.
We have to cram the mics and the helmets. That'd be a little bit uncomfortable. But hey, you got to do what you got to do.
I've done worse. I've definitely done worse.
I mean, I know. Unfortunately, I've seen some of it. Let's see here. Red, blue mix. Okay, so we still got that. We got the blue looks the best. Okay, cool.
Man, blue's just out of the park.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Blue Saber. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey Nick, do I think Power Director is good too? Says Flix Edits. Yeah, Power Director. I personally haven't used it, except for just playing around. But I've seen a lot of really good feedback on Power Director as well. Mohammed Fahad says, hey Nick, I'm new to your channel. Please advise a good video editing software for YouTube. Go get Sony Vegas, or not Sony Vegas, Magic's Vegas now. Go get Vegas or go get Adobe Premiere. And if you get one of those, then you'll be good to go. And you have basically future-proofed yourself, so you can do pretty much anything that you want. Let's see here. Jamie Hughes says, okay, here we have a good question here. Jamie Hughes says, how important are playlist descriptions? Do they help in search with keywords, etc.? I make film reviews, so how in-depth should the description be? When you're doing your descriptions for your playlist, make them like you would a video in terms of that top area that you optimize for the sake of search. So as far as like all your links and all that stuff, don't worry about that. But as far as the actual text that you would normally put in the top of your description, what you want to do is you want to actually fill out the playlist title like it's a real title, and then you want to put the description in there just like it's that top part that you would put in your description on your video. And the reason for that is it does help with discovery, because nowadays playlists rank in search. They also get suggested as well. So the search side is why you want to optimize it for search, and the suggested side is why you want to make sure that you're using your playlist title as an actual title and not just an identifier. Because if you have a playlist that's something like on my channel, as an example, like if I had a playlist that just said something like tips, right? Then in that case, or if it just said for beginners, but it didn't say anything else, then it would look great on my channel page. It would make sense if you're on my channel page, but if that video came up and suggested, then it wouldn't make much sense to the people that would be seeing it suggested, which would lessen my chances of winning that click from those people. So you want to make your titles something that people would actually click on if they see it come up and suggested. Let's see here. How do I use a green screen in Sony Vegas Pro? Says Drunken One. Funny name, by the way. So to use a green screen in Sony Vegas Pro, you just have to use the Chroma key plugin inside of Sony Vegas Pro. There's also another one. It's a paid plugin, but New Blue that you can plug right into Sony Vegas. They also have a really good keying tool in there as well.
And lots of trial and error. Lots of trial and error. Little tweaks, and
making sure you're getting your lighting right.
Oh, lighting is that's it. If your lighting's off, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So you have to get your lighting on point.
Absolutely. So let's see here. Use the plugin Chroma Key, says Justin Bennett. Does translating the title and description box in different languages help the video and channel, or does it make a difference? It does, and it also depends on what it is that you're trying to do. So if you have something, if you're putting up videos for the sake of mass appeal, then in that case you want to translate your stuff. If you're putting up videos for the sake of accomplishing something, for the sake of, hey, I'm trying to reach a specific demographic, like let's say you're making business videos, right? Or stuff to actually send people to your business or through your marketing campaign or something, then in that particular case, you want to make sure that you're doing everything specifically for your target audience, the people that you're actually trying to reach, because all of those inflated numbers on YouTube aren't really going to mean a lot if you're not actually reaching the main people that you're trying to put your product or campaign or whatever in front of. So if you're trying to do videos for mass appeal, though, then in that case, then yeah, translating them so people can come in from all over the world and understand what's going on with your content, that's definitely a win. Let's see here. Holly G Studio says, love the graphics. Thank you. Glad you you like them. Anybody can help me grow my channel? Karartha, I hope that is not a call for a subscribe. Let's see here. No matter the odds, I will succeed, says Citrix Brother. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the attitude. No matter what the odds, I'm going to succeed. What do you think of that?
Never quit, man.
That's right. Always push forward. Always take steps. Even if they're small. Even if they're small steps.
Here's the thing. Do you know the no 0 day theory?
No.
Yeah, okay. So it was on Reddit. They were talking about how do you stay focused? How do you keep moving? How do you keep doing what you need to do? One guy laid out I think it was called no 0 day, where every single day, no matter how small of a movement you make, do something toward your goal. Something. Doesn't matter how small it is. Don't waste one day. Every single day, do something toward your goal, and then eventually you'll get there.
Nice. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. So no 0 day. Yeah,
no 0 days.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's good, man. It's a killer.
That's
tip.
very popular in Reddit.
So Celtics brother, that was for you. So yeah, man. No matter the odds, just keep pushing forward, keep learning.
Yeah.
And keep pushing forward. And the learning process, that's part of taking those steps. Of not having a 0 day. So it's like, hey, I don't know how to do this. So today, the main thing I need to focus on is learning how to do this particular thing so that can help propel me forward and so on.
And it's stressful and it's time consuming, but you have to do it.
Right. It's part of
you got to put in the work, man. You have to put in the work. There's no way around it. There's no shortcut. You have to put in the work.
Right.
And that's just all there is to it.
Absolutely. Chris Kilcrease asking on YouTube or asking on Facebook, is this on YouTube too? Absolutely it is. Make sure that you head over there and check it out. It actually looks a lot cooler on Facebook because it's a bit blown out here on my phone. Let's see here. Nick, how are you guys switching the camera between you and the both of you, says Kim at Jimmy Chonga TV. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, we are using Stream Deck by Elgato, which is an awesome, awesome little device. You know what? Let's see if I can pull this up without ripping it out here. 1 second.
Yeah, so with that, he's also using OBS. So basically, he has.
I'm not sure if I can get this up here or not.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah, he's trying to show the little box over there, but basically what it is, he's got that little box, and then he basically hits that to change between the different cameras. So all he has to do is just click on whichever camera it is that he wants to show, and that basically triggers something inside of the OBS software. And then inside of the OBS software, that basically makes that change between the cameras. But that little thing he's holding in his hand is actually the control center for what's happening inside of OBS.
Right. You can control the different cams that you pre-assign. You can put audio tracks. You can make it mute. You can put overlays, thirds. You can put anything you want. Tickers to go across the bottom.
Yeah.
You can program this to do literally anything you want to display on your stream. And it's really affordable too. I think it's like under $200.
Yeah, it was like $130, I think. $130, $160 or something like that. I've got a link to that. If you go to my Amazon store that's in the description, I've got a link to that as well. So you can definitely check that out.
Absolute must if you're doing live stream.
Yeah, without
absolute
question.
must.
I agree. Totally agree. Let's see here.
Well, I was going to go back and say it's a game changer because if you're looking at the expensive switchers, we were looking at switchers before.
They're like $2,000.
Yeah, the prices were ridiculous, and then we stumbled across this, and boom, here you go. You're switching. Well, we're running 3 cameras right now.
Yeah.
I think the computer might be able to hold like 5 or 6, but we're running 3 off of Stream Deck. No problem at all.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. So it's an awesome little tool.
Right.
Jack Hader says, "What's his name?" His name is D.
My name is D.
His name is D. D-double-E.
D-double-E.
Monster High Life Doll Shows and Crafts says, "How do I get my channel in queue for your grading?" Basically, we're going to do that at random here in a little bit. Of course, Super Chats go to the front of the line always, but Super Chat is not required. I pull them randomly. It's just the Super Chat stuff because, people throw money. So because of that, I have to pull them up first because I'd be a jerk if I didn't. But in addition to that, though, it's just a random thing that I pull either from Twitter or Instagram or here directly out of the chat as well. But we'll be getting to that part here in just a little bit. Kill Creation says, "Studio looks amazing, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're still working on it. We're still working on it. We're still dialing some things in. Like it seems like from my view, I don't know if you're getting the same thing over on your screen, but from my view, it seems like I'm a little bit soft, as an example. Which we all know I'm soft anyway.
Yes, you are.
but like I'm a little bit soft. Some of the framing and things like that. Right. I think definitely need some improvements and all of that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool. Finish that.
Yeah, what we're actually doing is we're using 2 higher end cameras and 1 Logitech webcam. The Logitech is what you're seeing right now, and you can see that the brightness is a little bit off. It's a little bit different color if you look at the Logicam versus where's Nick's feed here versus what you see with Nick right here. You can see a difference in color and sharpness and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But we're working it out.
Yeah, we're getting it worked out.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, this is the rough draft. What you're seeing right now is the rough draft. So if you're just joining the stream, basically what's going on is, first, if you're enjoying this so far, make sure that you share this out. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up just so we know. That's how we get the feedback to know that we're doing the right thing. In addition to that, This setup that you're seeing right here, this isn't going to be my normal streaming spot. It might, I don't know, but
yeah, come on in. Water's warm.
Right. But this is also basically where we are doing our new channel, which is going to be launching extremely soon. We're right around the corner for that. There's links to it down in the description. It's called Creator Insights. So if you haven't checked out that channel yet, I just have just only a little trailer thing going on over there. But make sure that you head over there and that you subscribe over there and click the bell so you can be notified once we start dropping videos over there. Let's see here. Beanie Draw says, admittedly, your camera focus does look a little soft, or it is digitally zoomed. Well, it is zoomed.
It is zoomed, and it's a little bit soft. You want me to try to tweak that a little bit?
It's okay. I mean, if you want, you can, but I don't think it's okay. Yeah. So you can try to dial it in. So let's see here. Holly G Studio says, I would love a channel review. Specifically, I've been tweaking my metadata and would love some tips around how to amplify this. I will get you pulled up right here, and I will get you in the queue. So that, let me mute this real quick and make sure it doesn't come on. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you in the queue there. So once we get to that I can pull you up on the screen and we can go for that as well. So, yeah, make sure real quick that I'm going to do the same thing myself here. Make sure if you haven't yet that you also share this out to Twitter, maybe a Facebook page. If you're in my Facebook group on Facebook, then somebody head over there and share it out there as well. That would be fantastic. Live now, come and join on Twitter here. Bam. And I hope that came through. But yeah, Holly, I've got you open now so that when we get to that portion in the show, we've definitely got you covered. Faux show. Awesome. Okay, let me pull up the chat here so I can see what's going on. Okay. Let's see here. Want me to share this on my Facebook webpage? Says Setlick's brother. Absolutely.
Yeah, please.
Hi, Nick. Would you recommend Reddit for directing people to a channel? Without question, I would recommend Reddit.
But don't spam. Don't spam Reddit.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend Reddit for sending people to your channel, Abby Cat channel. But just make sure that you're not spamming. Make sure that you are active in the actual communities there. So when you post something and the mods look and they look at your post history, because you can see that on Reddit, when they look at your post history, it looks like, hey, he's actually contributing to what's going on here, and he's not just coming by, or they are not just coming by and dropping links and then getting out of here.
Right. Share other people's content as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you come in there and you're just sharing your content over and over and over and over, they're going to attack you on Reddit. The hive mentality. The hive mentality on Reddit is they're going to completely eat you alive.
Yeah, without question.
So share other people's content and become part of the community, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And they actually have a rule over there. It's like a 1 in 10 rule or something like that, to where technically everything that you do for self promotion, which they're not a fan of anyway, but everything that you're doing for self promotion, they actually want you to do basically 1 self promotion for yourself and then 9 other actual value adds to Reddit in terms, not just comments.
Great. I didn't even know that. That's great.
Yeah, it's in their terms of service, actually, their anti-spam policy or whatever. But basically, instead of just being comments, they actually want you to make posts. So like original posts, to where you're actually adding content to their system.
That's great.
Instead of just doing it for yourself.
Those Redditors are smart fellas.
They are, absolutely. Made a few changes based on your suggestions previously. I would love to have your input on what I can do to grow further. That Dad Zach, I will open you up here as well and get you into the queue.
Put them in queue
there.
So we've got 2 in queue.
Yeah, we've got 2 in queue
there.
And hey, Creator Insights is now, we crossed the 3,000 subscriber mark here in this stream. So
we
appreciate you for
thank you
for that. You're seriously, you're absolutely going to love what we have coming over there, because in addition to like this part of it that you're seeing right now, which we're going to be doing over there as well. The actual videos that we're going to be putting over there, you're really going to enjoy those too, because we're doing a lot of the actual, like my channel, you know, it's focused on like growing your YouTube channel and things like that. I show some things about how to do some stuff, but it's mostly like growing YouTube focused. However, on the other one, we're actually going to be showing you how to actually create the content so that you can grow.
Right. It's going to be a lot more hands-on.
Right. A lot more hands-on, a lot of DIY stuff. And we're going to be covering other platforms as well. So as a YouTuber, as somebody that's creating content in general, it's important that you're on more than just YouTube so that you can feed people into your channel and things like that. So as soon as you can work that into your workflow, it's definitely a bonus. So we're going to be showing people how to do all of that as well. Let's see here. Divide and Conquer says, I got a few more questions. What's a good way to rank live streams as a gamer? Is it always about being first? I also have, whoops, just close that one. I also have a problem with dead subs because I was down for 2 months. How can I fix this? Don't worry about the dead subscribers. I have tons of, we'll just call them non-active because the dead sounds kind of weird.
Right.
Don't worry about the dead people.
Non-active people, yeah.
But if you have non-active subscribers, that's a natural thing. It's don't worry about that.
If you have dead subscribers, you have a problem.
Yeah. If they're like, hey man, everybody, wow, this is a movie topic, right? Everybody that subscribes to this YouTube channel.
Ooh, I like that. That's kind of dark. I dig that. Yeah.
But yeah, with inactive subscribers, it's a common thing. Like on my channel, because the churn rate is so high, because a lot of people want to do YouTube, but then they come in, they realize that there's actual work involved, and then they'll bail and they don't want to do it anymore. So because of that, I'm in a similar boat as far as I have a lot of subscribers, but out of those subscribers, the people that are still active are a lot smaller than they would typically be if I had a different type of channel that didn't have a as high of a churn rate, because I have all of the other factors involved that make people stop watching channels, in addition to people not being interested in the content anymore because they're just not interested in being a YouTube content creator anymore. So, so in your case, don't even worry about the inactive subscribers. Now, as far as a good way to rank your live streams, it's about being not necessarily first, but it's about ranking for what it is that you're trying to rank for. Live streams, while they are live, typically rank better than videos do, but once they're not live anymore, they fall out really, really fast. So what you want to do is you want to optimize your live stream just like you would optimize for a video. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you fill out your title just like you would for a video. You want to make sure you fill out your description just like you would for a video. And you also want to make sure that you fill out your tags before you go live. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but I just recently released a video on how to actually get to your tags on a live stream. But on your actual live stream page, if you dig around a little bit, you just scroll down the page and you click on the advanced settings. And then when you click on advanced settings, what's going to happen is it's going to take you to another page. And on that page, you're going to have a few tabs, and one of those tabs is going to be called Basic Info. And when you click on that Basic Info tab, that's going to allow you, or it's going to show you your title, your description, and your tags. So you want to update everything there so that you can add the tags before you go live instead of doing it afterwards. So hopefully that was the answer that you were looking for. All right. Anyway, you can remove those dead subscribers. I'm ready. Let's see here. I'm ready that it's better to have active subscribers even if it's less. That's absolutely true. Because, if you do have subscribers that are not active, then your actual engagement looks a little funny because it's like, hey, I've got all these subscribers, but my engagement is not good. So because of that, it does look a little funny, but there is no way that you can actually remove people that are not active. So you can't ban people from your channel in those terms. You can keep them from commenting. You can keep their comments from showing up and things like that.
But you cannot do a purge. No purge.
Yeah, you can't do personal purges on your YouTube channel. That would be
wow,
that would be crazy because if somebody had access to your account or something like that,
they can wipe you out. All your
like
subs
your buddy,
gone.
Right, your buddy's like, oh, this would be funny. They've got 100,000 subscribers. They can go just cancel them all.
The YouTube pranksters would take that to another level.
They would,
right? Right. I got 4 million subscribers. Gone.
Yep, not anymore.
Right. And then you have dead people, not dead subscribers. Right. That's a murder time. Yeah.
Let's see here. I'd really like to see what else I can do to improve my channel. Can you check it out? We're not in that portion of the show yet, but we will be getting there very soon. We're creeping up on that timestamp.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's getting close. Let's see here. Can you rate my channel? We'll be getting to that. Let's see here. Steelix Brother says, I want to be as great as you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Nick. I hope this time after several, you will evaluate my channel today. Give me a review.
In the queue.
In the queue you are.
Bosna goes in the queue.
Bosna goes a queue. Let me make sure that this doesn't play. Oh, yeah, I got some good stuff for you. All right, let me go. Just good recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I can't see. I didn't see what you pulled up.
So you're just like, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good. Yeah.
Let's see here. What else do we got? That would suck, says Car Galaxy Studios. I want to be a good gaming channel. Thank you, Nick, for the helpful info. Herp Dirt Boy. My pleasure. I'm glad you're finding it valuable. Tips and tricks by Harsh. How to rank videos. I've got a bunch of videos on my channel for this. You can also check out all of the people. If you go to my channel page, all of the people in my sidebar. We've all got videos on how to rank videos on YouTube. it's really not rocket science. I mean, there's some, some deeper stuff that you can do to, improve your chances, but just the basics of ranking videos, it's actually pretty easy. You look for what it is that people are actually searching for, and you build your videos around the phrases that people are actually searching for in YouTube. And you make sure that phrase is in your title, make sure it's in your description, make sure it's in your tags, and that your tags are all relevant to what it is that you're trying to rank for, more so than relevant to what's actually in your video.
And I'm going to recommend TubeBuddy for that.
Yeah, TubeBuddy will help you you with that as well. I get a link for that down in the description below. Let's see here. Hey, can you rate my channel, please? We're not to that portion yet, but once I get to pulling up random people random channels from the chat, then we will get to that. Let's see here. Dollar Dude likes the "I got some good stuff for you" thing as well that that you enjoyed. Yeah,
who knows what he's got.
Let's see here. Thumb of Thrift says your tips seem to have doodled my income, though not subs.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so I think you might have meant doubled for that, but that is awesome that it doubled your income. And not the subs, but if the income's going up, then that's definitely a positive. Just keep going. Right, because I know that you've been making, and this is for Thelma Thrift, I know you've been making changes, over a progression. Sometimes this stuff just takes a little bit of time for it to actually set in, so to speak. So hang in there. If other things you're getting a positive lift on other things.
The super mysteries, hello, brother.
Right. If you're getting a positive lift on one aspect, then there's a good chance that in the future the other aspects will end up lifting as well. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. What's on my channel? How to get views on my channel? Let's see here. Hey, Nick. I did my second live stream for 25,000 subscribers. Hey, James Tristan Ruiz. High five and fist bump for the 25K.
Yeah, congratulations.
And my internet service provider destroyed it. It was very slow. I used two different providers, and they both destroyed it.
Oh,
man. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I would do another one. I mean, unless you're still struggling with your internet speeds, but I would try to do another one if they messed it all up.
Wow.
SAS Nightwing says, "Hey Nick, I finally got an Elgato HD60 coming today. That is fantastic. Hey. We actually used two, right?
Pros, the PCI cards.
Okay, so we have the HD60. Is that the same as the HD60 Pro?
No, the Pros and a PCI card. The HD60.
Oh, that's the actual thing that you can hold, box. Like a little portable box.
It's like the Cam Link, but it's larger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's awesome. We're using two HD60 Pros. That's actually these right here. You can't see them, but the camera, this camera here, and this camera that we have over here, these are both actually going through the HD60 Pro.
Right, the PCI cards.
Yeah, so these are not webcams. These are like normal video cameras.
Right.
But we have them pulled in through the HDMI.
Right, and this camera right here is just a Logitech. We're testing this out as a main camera. We don't know if we're going to keep it or not. And we also have Cam Link,
yes,
which is another Elgato product. And we are going to pull Nick's computer screen into the main computer when we do the channel reviews using the Cam Link HDI out of his computer into the Cam Link.
Yeah,
and it turns it into a video stream, basically.
Yeah, video source.
Video source. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Valaji says, "Is all our questions still active? I have not updated all our questions in over a year. However, I plan." Yeah, it has.
Wow.
I'm thinking like a year and a half actually.
Get on it, man.
Yeah, but later in 2018, I'm trying to get some other things improved in my workflow, and as long as I can do that, then I'll be launching all our questions again later in 2018, and that's going to be pretty awesome as well because the knowledge.
This is a big year for you, by the way.
Yeah,
huge
it is.
year.
It's going to be it's going to be an awesome.
2018
awesome year.
is going to be the year of the Nimmin.
That's right. Year of the Nimmins. Yeah. Nature in Christ says, "I'm loving this excellent info. I had no idea we could add tags before going live." Yeah, I mentioned that. That's why I mentioned that and this is for Nature in Christ. That's why I mentioned that in my last video because I mentioned that to a friend. And the same thing, they're like, and they're like they've got like 80-something thousand subscribers. And they're like, really? You can do that? And I'm like, yeah, you just go to this tab and whatever. And the same exact thing for them. And I was like, wow, they don't know it. And they go live like all the time. And then I need to share this in a video. So yeah, so I'm glad that you found value in that as well. Can you guys please value my channel and thumbnails? I'd appreciate it. Any tips? Nature in Christ, we're not to that part in the show yet, but when we are, and I say, hey, if you want a review, let me know. Then make sure that you just drop a message during that part so that we can hopefully pull you up there. Let's see here. Bar TV says, "Yo, what's up, man? What is going on?
What is up?
What is going on? What's up?
Hello, brother. Hello, Nick Nimmin.
See here. I want to be as good as you. Thank you. Hey, Nick. Let's see here. I would love a channel review. Says Jack. Okay, we are not to that portion yet. Thanks. Question for D.
Yeah.
Is your name actually D? And this is from Naomi Creates. She is in here all the time. She's awesome. Has an art channel. She says, question for D. Is your name actually D, or is it short for something? Question of the day.
Yeah. D is actually short for something. But my entire life, everyone, and I mean everyone, friends, family, they always call me D. So D is what I stuck with.
Yep, D.
And it's easy to sign too, and I'm so lazy to write everything out. So. And
another really cool tidbit with his name is here in Thailand, D actually means good, which is also something cool. So basically that makes a great connection for them as well, because they think of his name as like good, which is a pretty cool.
The name D literally
cool
means good in Thai where we are, so that kind of works out. And sometimes they'll look at me like, "Huh? Are you just saying good?" No, it's my name. Right.
BG Media Innovation says the studio's the real deal. Thanks, BG Media Innovation.
Thank you so much.
If you just came in here, we mentioned earlier that we're still kind of fine tuning everything. This is kind of the rough draft of what it is that we're going to be doing on the new channel.
Right.
So
some cables are still dangling and crawling out on the floor.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to improve from here. But this is the rough draft, just to just kind of show everybody what it's like. It's going to be for the new channel. If you haven't yet, make sure that you go down into the description box and you subscribe to the new channel. I have a link to it. It's called Creator Insights, down in the description below.
And you'll find it right here on the logo on the front of the desk.
Yes. SEO is everything now, says Car Galaxy Studios. Absolutely. Well, it's SEO kind of helps you get your channel going and helps you get that momentum. And of course, you always want to make videos that you can rank for, but suggested is really where it's at. Like if you can get your content to start being promoted internally by YouTube, like that's where the really big gains come from.
That's where the juice comes from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you think my channel title is too long? Should I keep it as the Monster High Life? It was the Monster Life. Should I remove the doll show and crafts? What I would do with your name, Monster High Life Doll Shows and Crafts, it is long. But I think that having doll in there and having the shows and crafts in there is important if you are trying to identify yourself to the people that you're trying to reach. So in that case, I think that having that additional stuff in there is good. But it is a bit long when you're reading it, for sure. But I mean, if it's not getting trunicated anywhere, if it's not getting cut off anywhere, then in that case, I mean, keep it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just the only bad side about having the long names like that is let's say your channel, Monster High Life Doll Shows and Crafts, right? So I'm not gonna look at this and I'm gonna say, hey D. So today, this morning I was watching this YouTube channel.
Right.
Awesome. They're doing like doll craft stuff.
Really? What's it called?
It's Monster Doll Crafts. Monster Doll Craft Life.
Monster Doll Lives? That sounds like a cool name, by the way.
Monster High Life Doll Shows and Crafts.
I would never remember that, and I would never go there.
Yeah,
it's too long.
Yeah,
way too long.
So that's the downside of having a long name like that. Is it just makes it a little bit harder for people to like recommend you and things like that. But on platform, not that big of a deal. But if people are trying to recommend you to other people, it does make it a little bit more difficult, and a little bit more difficult for people to remember too, because that's a lot of stuff.
That's a mouthful, but you also have to keep in mind like how many people are actually sharing channels by mouth these days.
Tons.
How many? I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot? A little?
Exactly. 38,007. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know.
I figured you would know, so that's why I asked. If anybody knows, it's you. Right?
Dude Buddha, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. When you are preparing for a channel, what are you prepping? X amount of videos, research, marketing plan, and what would be an ideal team to start a channel with if you were to start all over? Video editor, researcher, etc. Of course, that boils down to the actual type of content that you're making, but when you are starting a channel, you definitely want to get videos in the can. What I mean by that is you want to basically build an archive of videos, because you do not want to be in the situation to where every week you're saying, oh gosh, it's Tuesday's here, I got to upload a video, right? You want to make sure that you have a buffer so that you're not constantly under stress trying to make sure that you keep your content going out. So what you want to do is I recommend 20 videos in the can if you can. I know depending on the type of content, that is a ton of videos, depending on what it is that you're making. However, the more that you can put in queue and that you can have ready before you actually go live, the better it's going to be for your mind state.
Right.
In addition to that,
you don't want to stress yourself out.
No. The whole thing with YouTube and the whole thing with creating content in general is it's fun.
Right.
You know, it's fun. You get to engage with people and all that good stuff. So you don't want the actual creation process to be something stressful. You want it to be something that you enjoy because, you know, it's a long-term commitment going on YouTube and regularly updating content.
You'll burn yourself out.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not looking forward to it and you're worried about it all the time.
You'll stop doing it.
Yeah, you'll stop doing it. It's going to be
That's what happened with me and all our questions. I couldn't handle the workload. I was warned against it. Daryl was like, "Hey man, if you're going on this, just make sure that you upload enough that you can sustain." And I'm like, yeah, I'm going all in. You know what I mean? I'm going to upload a lot.
And then it becomes a grind.
Yeah, and I got burned out.
Right, sure.
So another thing that I want you to think about, Dude Buddha, is when you're actually starting your content, YouTube judges us on watch time, right? So when you are actually starting your content, you're getting your content strategy together and you're saying, okay, these are the actual videos that I'm going to make. How am I actually going to release these videos? Or actually think of it backwards. Say, okay, what is it that I can create that can generate the most watch time for my channel so that I can quickly gain authority on my channel? So you want to start at the end thing, which YouTube judges us all on, and that's watch time, right? So you start there and you say, okay, what can I do as a startup channel to generate more watch time on my videos? The first thing that you can do is you can actually create your videos in series, right? So as an example, what I mean by this is you can do it two ways. You can do it as an actual series to where you say this is video number 1, and in order to complete the series, you also need to watch video number 2, video number 3, 4, and 5, and so on. Or you can actually set them up as a series themselves to where you say, okay, well, like in my case, I would say, for the type of content I make, I would say, how to make YouTube videos on your phone as an example. And then those first videos in that first series playlist would all be a step-by-step process of how you make videos on your phone, so that people that come in on any range of those topics that are in that first playlist, let's say 5 or 10 videos in that first playlist, they're more likely to watch more content that is also in that playlist because it's directly related to the interest that they actually came in on that original video for. So that's what you want to think about. You want to think about, how can I structure all of this to make people watch, or make people want to watch more of the content because it pertains to their interest. And then basically break all of your starting content up into a handful of series playlists so that you can keep all of that watch time generating itself, and that you're constantly self-feeding yourself with the views and watch time and so on. And another thing that happens there too is, in addition to working it backwards with the watch time, when you create series like that, one thing that's really powerful is you take one person that would have just watched one video and maybe left because the other things are not as interesting to them, and you've converted that one viewer into 4 views, 5 views, or however many videos that you have, or however many additional videos that they view because you're covering topics that they're interested in. You've also, if they don't subscribe from that first video, maybe you'll get that subscriber on the second video or the third video or the fourth video because they're watching more and more of your content. You're also increasing your chances of general engagement via, likes, comments, and all that. And you're also generating more ad revenue depending on the length of your videos and how often YouTube is serving ads on your content as well. So what you want to think about is, you want to think about, okay, I'm going to start at the end, watch time, and then reverse it from there. How can I possibly get more people at the beginning to watch more of my content so that I can generate more watch time and more session time? Now, the second part of your question is, what would be an ideal team to start a channel with if you were to start all over?
That's a good question.
It is fantastic.
That's a really good question.
Video editor, awesome. Somebody to help you research, which is what you said here, depending on the type of content that you make. If you need to research topics, then absolutely. You can also kind of couple that same person in to doing actual research on the topics that you're trying to rank for as well. So if you need a researcher for the actual video content, then when they're done with that, then they would go and they would actually research the topics that people are looking for to help you get that plan together as far as the actual content that you're going to create. Now, one negative that I have to put out here as a disclaimer, one negative of creating like a 20 video queue when you're first getting started the main negative from that, and keep this in mind, is that you also want to learn how to keep people watching your videos. So if you make mistakes in those first videos, then you still have, let's say you make the same mistake in the first 20 videos, you have 20 videos to get through before you can correct that mistake. As far as you're looking in your audience retention reports and you're saying, okay, every time we do this, the audience retention goes from here and it has a sharp drop, and then, you know, it kind of levels out again, or whatever, we lose 10% of the viewers or whatever, then you're going to have to suffer through that for all of those 20 videos. So that is the downside of creating, you know, the all that additional queued up content.
That's actually great advice.
Yeah.
You're kind of getting in front of yourself there, and that can backfire.
It can, but it's also important for your mind state to have
that's
it
a double-edged sword there.
It is. It's a double. That's why I wanted to put that out there, because
that's good advice.
Yeah. So going backwards, like me doing it because I know how to keep people watching. So because of that, you know, I would just go ahead and do the queue. But if you're just starting out and you're just getting started on YouTube, which is the same thing as just starting out, I believe, yeah.
Start right now,
right? But if you're just starting out, then making sure that you're making content that you can actually pull people through, or keep them watching longer for, is a really important part of the puzzle, because that's going to help your ranking, that's going to help internal promotion and all that stuff.
So for somebody starting today,
yeah,
and they're like, hey, I want to get into YouTube, but I haven't made any content yet. Without getting too far ahead, how many videos would you recommend they create?
Professor Nez in the house. What is going on? Nice to see you in here, buddy.
Nice to meet you, bud.
Yeah, this is my brother D, Professor.
How's it going, Professor?
So as far as how many videos to create, if they've never created any videos before,
nothing at all.
I would still
because that's kind of
it's a double-edged sword. I would still do at least 20. Or I'm sorry, at least 5.
5. Okay.
But
5's reasonable.
But I would loosely put together the rest.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, I've got this scripted. I might even have it recorded. I just haven't edited it yet.
Okay.
Right. So it's recorded, so you can say, okay, well, when we edit these next 15, we need to cut this part out, or we need to hop in here and do something else or whatever, so that we fill this particular spot where people are leaving.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking 20 is a lot for somebody who's never done it before.
It is. It is.
That's. I mean, you can do it if you can, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, if you know, if maybe you're new to a camera, and you didn't realize that your white balance is off,
absolutely,
and all your videos are orange, or you're out of frame, or oh, my audio is horrible. Right. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, man, I got 20 videos like this.
Right. Yeah, and that's another thing, Dude Buddha, if you're still listening, is you also, if you haven't made videos before, you want to make sure that your optics look as good as possible, as good as you can do with the stuff that you have. Right. And you also want to make sure that your audio is as good as you can possibly make it as well, because it's a 50-50 experience with audio and video. So you want to make sure that you're filling both sides of the coin. And, you know, if you do have a video camera or a webcam that you're shooting with, spend just a little bit of extra money and get a microphone. Yeah. You don't have to get the most expensive microphone. You can get a $20 lavalier mic. Right. That can, in a lot of cases, improve your audio. Almost all cases. It's like $20. Right. Yeah. Right. You know, I can't think of a camera I've ever owned, and I've owned all kinds of cameras and webcams, and not one of them has good audio built in. Yeah. Not one. Right. But if you stick, you know, a cheap microphone on it, boom, everything changes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything. And if you're shooting outside, use a windscreen. Yes. Put a windscreen on. There's nothing worse than watching a video where it's just... Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Creator Fundamentals in the house. What is going on, Dan? Nice to see you in here as well. Bosna Zapadna? I hope I'm saying that correctly. If not, I apologize. What do you think about the YouTube deleting channels lately? 7 days ago, YouTube deleted a channel. A friend of mine, he had 1,500 subs and over 50,000 views, games and music only. I think if you're violating copyright, then you're kind of rolling the dice on that. For the channels that are being deleted in error, I've been following that whole thing on Reddit, and Reddit has a subreddit called, it's reddit.com/r/YouTube. And in that subreddit, they actually have people that work for YouTube that come in there, and I've seen them turn around in the past, I think, week or two. I've seen them turn around to where they came in, they said, hey, what's your channel name? And then they dropped their channel link there, and they went and researched it, and they went and looked into it, and they reactivated their channels because they were deleted in error. So if they're deleting them in error, you know, that happens. They have a ton of channels to manage. I can't even imagine the workload that goes into that. I mean, they have a staff and budgets and all that stuff, but I mean, man, the management behind that much data and that many accounts.
No, I mean,
man, I can't even imagine.
But hey, you know what?
They
Google map the universe.
Yeah, so they can handle that.
They can handle that.
Right.
don't feel bad for them. You know, they figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
But you know, with that though, you know, if you are violating the terms of service or you're violating the copyright or anything like that, I mean, you got to pay the piper.
Yeah,
you got to pay the piper.
Gone.
It's
right,
we got to play by their rules. Let's see here. Savage Scientist saying that this is a cool set. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you think it is cool.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, bro says no copyright gameplay. Dollar Dude says, oh, Hammer Channel in the house. What's going on, man? Nice to see you in here as well. Jack, when will the reviews start? The reviews are actually going to start right here in about 5-6 minutes.
Oh,
we're gonna get into those. Andrew Guru, what is going on?
How many do you have on queue right now?
Right now I've got let's see here. We've got 3 on queue right now. So if you want to jump in the queue and you want to guarantee that, you know, we pull your channel up and look at it and all that stuff, then super chat is appreciated. But if not, no big deal. For if those don't come in, once that queue clears out, then once that clears out, then we'll be going into the free ones. So all good there as well. Dan from Creator Fundamentals says, hello, brother Nimmin.
Hello, Creator Fundamentals.
So Dan also, I met Dan in at Vid Summit. In
let me hear about Dan. Tell me all about Dan.
Yeah, so I met Dan at Vid Summit in LA last month in October. And he also does a channel, basically, because he has another channel called The Average Dan.
Okay.
And
I love the name.
The Average Dan, yeah, it's a good name.
Right.
And he started a YouTube channel basically to help creators based on the information that he learns as he goes along.
Okay.
So basically, he's helping people with the foundational sides of YouTube and basically sharing his struggles. He's sharing the tips and tricks that he learns along the way and things like that.
Right.
So that is what he's doing. So we'll be seeing a lot of him in the future for sure, because he has, he's a smart dude. He's doing some cool stuff, and he's really active in the community as well. So we're definitely gonna be seeing a lot of Dan.
Right on, Dan.
So next year at Vid Summit, you'll meet Dan also.
Yeah, Dan, I'll meet you next year.
Garage Movie Reviews, what is going on? Nice to see you in here as well. Let's see here. I cannot support Super Chat. No problem at all. That's okay. His, me, you, him. Yeah, that's cool. That's why I do the free ones too, because I know that this is a global thing, and I know that, some people, it's like, hey, I want my channel looked at, but right now I just don't have, $5 or, whatever. That's cool. I understand. No big deal. That's why we do the free ones too. It's just the only thing with the super chats is they go to the front of the line, but that's why we do the free ones, because I know that in some countries you can't do super chat, and that's cool. No big deal at all. Like I said, it's not a requirement in any way, shape, or form. It's just appreciated. That's it.
Right on.
The Wolf's World, what is going on? Can D take his hat off for a second?
I'm just. I know. I actually got headphones on.
He's just as bald as I am. We'll just go ahead and say that. I'm going to go ahead and put you out there and say that he's just as bald as I am.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna headphones on, everything.
Maybe a little more bald, a little bit, because he's a little bit older. So maybe just a little bit more bald, a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, pretty close.
So
though.
Yeah, so I always have a hat on. So we live in the same city. We've got the beard, we've got the glasses, and we don't have hair. So every time we run around, everybody's always confusing us. We go to Starbucks, they call me by his name. I don't know if they call you by my name or not.
Yeah, from time to time.
Yeah, so the hat just makes it easier.
Yeah.
Plus I don't want to get in trouble for something he did.
Yeah, because I'm causing all kind of ruckus around here.
Right. You don't know what he's gonna do. Right. Just protecting myself.
All right. So Amika, you're coming up at the beginning of this coming week. Kit Slam's art, what is going on? Yes, this is my brother. His name is D. He is also going to be
Creator Fundamentals. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that, Dan. And yeah, I will pull you up and get you in the queue as well. Dan has been working through his channel art and trying to get all that stuff just looking, dialed in. So we are going to be pulling him up here shortly as well once we get into that portion of the show, which really, I mean, we're pretty much there. You want to go ahead and get into that portion of the show? You want to go ahead and start now on that?
Is it time?
It's time, I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
Jack Hader says you guys look exactly the same.
Yeah. See, that's why I wear the hat.
Yeah, that's why he wears the hat.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm a motion designer. How can I make people discover me? Do you mean you make motion graphics, Livuo? If you do, then please contact me through the email down in the description. If you make motion graphics, I just pulled up your channel. And it looks like you do. So yeah, please contact me through the email down in the description, please. Might be able to help you out with that. Let's see here. D takes his hat off. Him and Nick look the same.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. We've had even back in the States, we'd go to Subway or something like that, and people would be like, "Oh my God, are you twins?" and all that, and we can't see it, which is kind of funny. Like we can't see the resemblance, except that we're both awesome. But besides that, we can't see the physical resemblance with that.
Right. We're 4 years apart.
Yeah.
And our mother confuses us, which is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's okay. The belt feels the same no matter who she's hitting with it.
That's
so,
true.
I mean, it doesn't even matter.
The belt
Just
feels
kidding.
the same.
Just kidding. Mom Nimmin's awesome. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the review
Alrighty.
portion of this. And real quick, before we actually click that button, if you haven't already, the set that you see right here, if you're just joining the stream, the set that you see right here, this is basically
thank you.
This is basically for the new channel that we're working on called Creator Insights. I put a link to it down in the description below, so make sure that you head over there and that you check that out and that you subscribe and click the bell notification icon so that you can be notified when we actually go live, because in addition to the live show that we're going to be doing over there, we're also going to be doing all types of other valuable content for you as a content creator. So make sure that you head over there and that you check that out.
A lot of hands-on stuff.
Tons of hands-on.
How to do this, how to do that.
Yes.
You mean to pull this up now?
Yeah, let's pull it up and get this party started.
Who is first?
If you just pull my screen, I'll
here we go.
I'll go.
And there we go.
We're good? Okay, so this is Holly. Can you see this on your end?
Yeah, I can see it in OBS.
Okay, so one thing, Holly, just as a quick side tip here. Now, I'm not on my big monitor, so I know that this is going to be scaled down slightly. I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone here just so I can have the reference on your particular channel. But I'm checking right now on my phone to see Holly G Studios so that I can see if your channel art is getting cut off or not on a mobile device.
You think it's too wide?
Yeah, it is. Okay, so on a phone, Holly, your Holly G logo over here on the side is getting covered up by your channel avatar right here, your profile picture. And that's a great profile picture, by the way, but we'll go into that in a second. And all of this stuff over here is also getting cut off right after you. So all of this stuff here, the video plan with a purpose, system, and strategy, all of that over here is all getting cut off. So check this out on a mobile device and optimize for mobile. Everybody in the chat right now, it's important that you optimize for mobile. More than half of the views on YouTube are coming from mobile devices, and it's only increasing. So that's not something that's going to go away. That's not something that's going to change anytime soon in the other direction.
Right.
So make sure that you're optimizing everything it is that you're doing for mobile. That means making sure that your channel art fits into mobile. That means making sure that your thumbnails are readable when they're scaled down small on a mobile. That means that making sure all your in-video graphics are visible on a mobile. Making sure that the imagery that you're using is visible on a mobile as well. Even though it might be visible, when you're looking at it, make sure that it's something that people would actually be able to understand as well. So a good example of this is there's CB Home Interiors, I think is the name of them. They were in the chat. They come in the chat all the time, but I was looking at their channel. Yep, we'll get you in the queue as well. But basically, we were looking at their channel, and one of the recommendations that I gave to them was that they were basically using real small imagery in their thumbnails, and it made it hard to understand what was actually going on in the thumbnails. So the first thing I want to tell you is the channel art looks cool, but I would definitely work on optimizing this for mobile. So just look at it on your phone, on your iPhone, or your Android, whatever it is you're using.
Really, everybody, when you get out of this chat tonight, look at your site on the phone. Yeah. You might be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like a lot of us, like we'll look at other people's stuff. You know, like, hey, I'm waiting for whatever, so I'm just gonna pull up YouTube. I'm gonna look at it, whatever. I'm laying in bed, but you don't look at your own stuff. So yeah, take a few minutes and look at your own stuff. I like what you're doing over here too, as far as pushing people down to the video planner. If you look at this on my screen right now, because it is a smaller screen than what I'm normally on, this is on my laptop screen. This arrow is getting kind of cut off down here. So one thing that I would do also is I would scoot this arrow up, or maybe cut off a little bit of it so that you can scoot it up just a little bit when you're pushing that down there. But I would just work on this area over here a little bit. But this looks cool. I got to cough real quick. Can you mute this or no for my cough?
Oh yeah, go. And Nick is coughing a lung up here. So.
All right. So,
by the way, I hope that muted to everybody else out there.
yeah, not just us.
Not
I know
just-
they're
not just
like,
me.
oh my gosh,
Right.
yeah, that guy's like hacking away. So, in addition to that, one thing to keep in mind is the YouTube platform. Like I personally, I'm using a dark theme, but the default is a white theme on YouTube. And because of that, this white that you have over here is going to kind of blend into the platform a little bit. So one thing that I would recommend is that you add some type of color to this as well, so that it grabs a little bit more attention on the platform. So so without question, I would add some color to what it is that you are doing here on your thumbnails. Another thing too, on your image right here, this is a cool image because you're in it, you're putting yourself in there as the branding element in your thumbs, and that's fantastic because then people can recognize you and all that good stuff.
Right.
However, like in this particular case, you're kind of like small down in there and all that stuff. Zoom in, right? Like I would crop yourself like right around here if you can follow my mouse right there. Let me get my handy dandy pin out. This is a cool little pin thing, by the way. But basically, I would crop yourself like right here and literally fill up the entire thing. Oops, with like this, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because then you get, the whole thing is like face. It's all you, right? Instead of having all of this dead space that you have going on around you. Because the reason that you're putting yourself here is because you want people to know that it's you, that it's your content. So making it extremely obvious, in addition to you just being in there, making it to where you're actually zoomed in so that there's no question they see it at a glance without having to look at it and figure it out. Same thing here with like the sunglasses. Like it's cool, right, with what you're doing here, but because it
Crop
does
it in.
Yeah, well, one, crop it in. Two, I would take the sunglasses off. And the reason for that also is because the sunglasses kind of obscure who you are. And the reason that you're putting yourself there is because you want people to know that it's you.
Right.
At a glance. Right.
I like that she's using easy to read fonts.
Yeah, me too.
One of my biggest pet peeves, I'm scrolling through on my phone and people are like, oh, they use these tiny, skinny little fonts.
Yeah.
And you're laying in bed and, when you're old like me, you don't see too well. And you can't make out what it says on a phone.
Yeah.
Or they're too fancy, too many curlies on them or whatever. But use a nice, simple, easy to read font. I always say when it comes back to graphics, build it to where, like, imagine somebody is either drunk, or English is not their first language, or whatever language you're going to, and make it easy to read.
Great tip. Fantastic. Also, with your thumbs, I think she actually wanted us to look at her metadata, actually, because I came in here I with a different approach, and I just remembered you wanted me to look at your metadata. Let me pull up the chat here real quick and see what is going on. Whoa, we've got I'm 10 years old. Can you review my channel, please? Yep, I will pull you up as well. 10 years old on YouTube. That is cool. I'm going to put you in the queue here, but it is. Yeah. I'm going to put you in the queue there, but I'm also just hopping in the chat here real quick to let's see here. I'm not sure if I have this one up, so I'm going to pull this one up and get this in the queue as well. There we go. Let's see here. So I'm going to hop in here real quick just to make sure that Holly is saying, she's saying drunk thumbnails. Yeah, she liked that one. Yeah. But yeah, that's true though. Like it looks like, or not it looks like, but like a lot of people do, like they're on YouTube, they're tired, maybe they've had a little bit too much wine, maybe they, like whatever, maybe their eyes are bad. So making all that stuff as easy as humanly possible to understand what's going on is extremely
keep it simple,
extremely important. Okay, so let me get back to this. Why can't I close this? Please don't crash my browser. Please don't crash my browser. Okay, so now let's get into your metadata. Okay, how to make YouTube thumbnails cheap. Okay, that's good. So this is also like a promotional message as well. So Holly G Studios is going to teach you how to make YouTube videos cheap and still look pro, which is fantastic. So let me look here. Okay, how to make YouTube videos cheap. So the first thing I'm going to do to see what's going on there is I'm going to go how to make...
By the way, nice color on the video there.
YouTube.
Looks really nice.
Videos cheap. Okay, yeah, you're good.
There you go.
You're definitely good there. I'm not going to do like a full research on this because that would take me a while, but the bottom line is you're going for something that people are actually searching for, so that's definitely a step in the positive direction. And you have that as the main thing there, which is good. Another thing that you might end up ranking for here is you have how to make YouTube videos cheap, but you also have in here how to make YouTube videos look pro. also. So keep that in mind as well. But most likely, if you rank for something, it's going to be for this right here. Now, on the next thing that you need to do is you need to take this exact phrase that you are trying to rank for here, and down in the bottom, you don't have this phrase anywhere in your description. Actually, you do. Okay, you have it here. So what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to try to work it in more towards the front of your description. Because basically what you want to do, here, let me pull this up in search. You know, I'll just do it on yours, then I'll come back. So we're going to search for this here. And check marks, that's a big channel. So, of course, they're going to be there. Let's see here. Make videos in this video. Like all of this, right? Like if you look at the actual, like where they're highlighting this stuff, it's all like towards the front, right? So you want to do the same thing. You want to take your phrase that you're trying to rank for, and you want to put it towards the front as much as you can to where it still comes through in like natural language and all that stuff. But what it is that you're actually trying to rank for, you want to move that towards the front. And how to make YouTube videos cheap, you definitely have that one. Now, one thing to keep in mind, and I like to stress this to people, is here your video title and what you're trying to rank for is how to make videos cheap. However, you have lighting tips, production tips, inexpensive video creation. This one, that's kind of borderline, but I would still keep that one, I guess. But I would lose the lighting tips. I would lose the production tips, because basically the idea here is you want to keep all of this relevant to what it is that you're actually trying to rank for, the actual term that you're trying to rank for. So try to think of a bunch of different ways to say this, right? That's what you want to go for. So there was that one. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Holly G. And you know, it looks like you're operating like in a, or you're pretty much going into, or you are in a similar space as to what I am. So feel free to add me on Facebook also, and we can chat about this stuff sometime.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, but she definitely needs to, you know, like this part right here. Yeah. Like the white on thumbnails like that. Like when the white takes a bigger percentage of the frame like that, they actually get less clicks. Like statistically, yeah. So interesting. Yeah. So Holly, another thing as well, like with what I'm saying here with the thumbs and the colors and all that stuff. Go ahead if you have it, and I'm sure you have it already because of the type of content you're making. But if you have it, or if you don't have it, install TubeBuddy and use their A/B testing feature for the thumbnails and see what actually, you know, generates more results compared to others to make sure that you are that you're in there. Whoa, Cyanix Gaming, $100. Look at you!
Wow,
holy
look
cow!
At that.
Thank you for that.
Thank
that is
you.
Awesome. Wow, definitely pull you up. I don't know if that was like an accidental, hey, I'm sending this to you twice.
Right now he's like, no.
I know, like, no, I didn't mean to click that.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. Let's see here.
We can buy some more cable.
Some more cable ties. Yeah, we're gonna get a big stack of cable ties with these. Okay, so Holly G Studio says, will do. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad you found that useful. Make sure that you hit me up on. Okay, you say you do have TubeBuddy. Yes, that you will be working on a new thumbnail. Okay, so yeah. use that TubeBuddy A/B testing feature and just compare. Like right now, right? Because you and this is back on Holly again, because you are just starting out on your channel for the most part. Like now is the time to do all that testing and figure out what people actually respond to, because we think, you know, hey, if I make this looks cool, or this has big words on it or something like that, people are going to click on this for sure. But until you have the actual data that proves what it is that you're doing works, then you have to test this stuff in order to figure out what it is that you're
never know. You never know what people are going to respond to.
Right.
You have to test it.
You have to.
You have to.
What does it say? Like amateurs guess and pros test or something like that?
Right.
Yeah. So make sure that you're testing your stuff for sure.
And you know, as a creator, it might be difficult because you make something and you're like, oh, well, I think people are going to like this, but in reality, they might hate it.
Yeah.
And you might do something simple like change your letters to red.
Right.
And boom.
Yeah.
You know, you double your clicks or something.
Absolutely.
Like that. So yeah, experiment. Don't just A/B test with like 2 thumbnails. Make a bunch of different thumbnails, and over time, figure out which one's the best.
Right. In a really good way. If you want to turn it on the camera real quick, just for emphasis on this one, and a really good way to really dial in your stuff is you say, okay, this is my A/B test between these two thumbnails. And while I'm doing the A/B test between these two thumbnails, I'm also going to do an A/B test on another video on these two thumbnails. And then basically you're going to take the two winners and then you're going to run those against each other. And then you basically keep doing that process until you whittle down something to where you're like, oh yeah, people are really responding to this.
Right.
So you just keep running that test against all the winners until you narrow it down to what people are responding to. That's how, if you look at my channel right now, you know, I've got, I think as far as pictures are concerned, I think I have like 8 or 10 pictures on my channel. And that's from whittling down the stuff that people are responding to.
Right. Take all your thumbnails, take them into the Coliseum, and let them fight to the death.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, great way to, great way to put it.
Crazy as that sounds, that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you have the absolute best thumbnails. Not what you think is the best thumbnail, but what performs the best. And the only way to do that is to get in there and test them.
Absolutely.
TubeBuddy A/B testing. It's free. So get in there and do it.
Hey, and as a side note, Holly, before we move on to the next one here, as a side note, if you look at my screen right now, is my screen up?
It's coming.
Okay.
Your screen is up.
Okay. As a side note, Holly, here, if you look at your Twitter icon, right now you just have the little globe on here. But if you look down on the bottom of my screen right here, when you hover over that, you'll see that you're using the https://twitter.com. If you take the S out and you just use http://twitter.com, then it should make your Twitter icon appear here too. It's just a little side tip for you to make that a little bit cleaner.
Look at that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I nerd out on this stuff, man.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
Nick is nerding out. That needs to be part of like your live stream. Nick nerds out and just like go all out on all the little stuff.
Yeah, so like this one, like you can see this example here on his also when I hover over his and he's got the little icon. Okay, so on this one, you definitely fit in there with the mobile for sure, which is good. That Dad Zach, that is cool. ADHD conversation and family vlog and more, also cool. It's also good that you have the faces and all that stuff on there, which is also fantastic. Yep. Same thing with the white here on your header. Like I would just do something back there to put a little bit of a texture or something back there. I bet this looks awesome on mobile, but I would do something here just so it doesn't look kind of, you know, like the edges and everything look a little bit bland. So I would just fill this out with more pictures, man. Run it all the way across with pictures, and that gives people more eye candy as well, since you're doing a family vlog.
I'm actually looking right now on mobile.
To see how it see how it goes.
That Dad Zach.
Okay, another ADHD.
Yeah, it looks great. Check it out.
Okay, yeah, that looks
Perfect
fantastic.
fits.
Yeah, it's like you build it for mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the rant that I went on earlier, as far as making sure you're optimizing everything for mobile, also make sure, also make sure that it looks good on desktops as well, so that you can, you know, make sure that you're hitting it all the way across the board.
I just want to say, as soon as I pulled it up on my phone, I looked at the header. It looks great, and in the first video I see,
bad thumb.
Bad thumb.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I love your header.
Yeah. So that's a great tip there. That Dad Zach. So what happened on his phone is when he pulled your channel up, like on mine, it went ahead and auto played on my desktop. But basically, you have a square image that you're playing on your video, and it looks like you used the Legend app to make this. So inside of the Legend app, you can redo this, and instead of it being the square ratio there, it actually gives you the option to export at 1920, or to create and export at 1920 by 1080. So just look around the settings of that app, and then you can reset that. You can most likely use the project file that you already have for that, and then just change the actual settings inside of it, and it should spread that out for you. But just look into that, and you'll be able to fill that out to make that initial presentation look better. Because if you're using this as a channel trailer, which it looks like you are, then it's really important that this is impressive in some way. Yeah,
you need to get their attention immediately.
Yeah.
You know, you've got literally seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and somebody's going to go somewhere else. So you need to get their attention with a nice, catchy thumbnail on that.
Yeah.
5 seconds, I believe, is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So down here on the bottom with your thumbnails, I think what you're doing in your thumbs as far as the text on there is okay. One thing that I personally would recommend, and this is just splitting hairs. I mean, this isn't like the end of the world, but it is important because thumbnails are so important.
It's the end of the world if you're a hair.
Yeah, that's true. And you're getting split, right? But yeah, I would like sharpen your images, and I would work on the, you know, like I would brighten up your thumb like here and that kind of stuff, so it's just you can use Snapseed for this, since you're using like phone apps to make this stuff. You can use Snapseed, and Snapseed will actually help you like sharpen your image and really make your image pop to where it grabs. It'll demand a little bit more attention than what it currently does. And like her in this particular situation, you have like 4-year-old questionnaire. Like this, I would actually scale this photo up so that you have so that this little part of her is basically filling up this whole area over here. Because
totally agree.
Yeah, because you want that face on there, right? You want that face to be filling up because she's small, she's young, she's cute, and you have the 4-year-old thing on here, so it's all about her. So making that obvious is something that you definitely want to do. Another thing as well is on your channel, I would also get some of this content, some more of this content onto your channel page. I think I've looked at your channel before, and I would definitely get more of that stuff here, because basically when somebody lands on your channel page, what happens is they land here, and then they'll go and they'll start scrolling to see what you have available and if they want to watch more of your stuff or not. So if they can scroll down and they can see more of your content, then that gives them more options of things that they can click on, which increases your chances of pulling them into more content. So definitely do that. What you're doing with your playlist down here, that's smart. One thing that I would do is, I don't know if this is yours or not, but if you have playlists on here that are not yours, all you have to do is make those private, and then they won't show up here in your created playlists. Real quick,
I really like that header. It looks fun. Like when
it does. Yeah, I thought so too.
You look like a fun family.
Yeah, yeah. In the chat, what do you guys think of this header? Let me know what you think of this header in the chat. Do you guys think this is fun?
I would definitely do something in the white area for desktop, like you said before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks fun. It's colorful. It looks
Yeah, I think so too. And they're like laughing and smiling. He's like singing over there on the other side. And I think so too.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so let's see here. Josephine, basically once we get through the queue here of the super chats, because the super chats take priority, but once we get through that queue, then I go into the free portion of the show where we just randomly pull them out of the out of the chat or Twitter or wherever we end up going for that. Okay, next up on the list. Oh, I just lost one there. Do you know which one it was that I just closed?
You closed Zach.
Did I?
My dad, Zach.
Oh, no. I closed that one, but an additional one closed. If you take it off my screen real quick, I can go into my admin. I can find it really quick, and then we'll pull up Dan.
Alrighty.
So yeah, just switch me out of there.
Yep.
Am I out?
You're out.
All right.
But you're on camera.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Put your pants on.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh man, I did those darn pants. Okay. Let's see here. If I would have known how to put pants on, I would have brought some. Let's see here. So we go to the little super chat thing. We pop that open, and then we're going to scroll down here, and we are going to find that one. It was right before Dan, which is right there. So I guess...
Was it the gaming?
It was... let's see. Do we have Gnome Gnome Toys up here? Was it Gnome Gnome Toys? Let's see here.
I know Gnome Gnome is in queue.
Oh, my browser's being all weird. Figures. No, it was not that one. Okay, so we'll get to that one here in a bit, because I can't figure out which one it was. If it was you, if you keep an eye on the chat, if it was you, please say so, just so that I can make sure that you are taken care of here. No, wasn't that one either.
You closed me, Bosna. Bosna said you closed me.
Let me look here and see.
Bosna, what was your channel?
Let's see here. Yeah, I've got his name. It would be his name. Okay, yep.
You got it?
Yeah, I got him there. And I think Divide and Conquer. Yeah, I got Divide and Conquer on there as well. So, okay. Oh, you know what? I think this was it, actually. Okay. So, we are going to do that one now. So, if you want to pull that one up on the screen.
Yep.
Okay, so something that I found, which is weird. It didn't used to happen, but now in this new layout, this is happening.
Right.
The queue ends up being weird because I have a bunch of these tabs open.
Right. So
my computer, like, it just renders all this stuff in a crazy way. My computer at home does the same exact thing. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, so for you, West Bosnia, if you are the person here, I don't know if this is you here, and you are, you're behind this channel as a person, then I would definitely make sure that you put your face somewhere here in the thumbnail. And it looks like you might have like a flag or something, but I can't tell because it's kind of messy because you have the YouTube thing there and you have the flag. So I would definitely make that a little bit more clear. Another thing as well is this on a mobile device is going to be crazy because
right now.
Are you? Yeah, because your YouTube thing is going to get cut off over here on. Let me get my little tool out here.
Yeah, it
gets cut off a lot. Okay, yeah. So you're getting cut off right around here and right around here on a mobile device. So basically, you're really you definitely need to redo. To redo your channel art. Yeah, redo your channel art. Focus on this right here if that's what it is that you are.
Yeah, pull this up on your phone.
If that's what it is that you're doing. Yeah, pull it up on your phone and just see what's going on there. Your channel page also, like, be like a boss. That's not something that one, you don't have your description in there. Two, you want to make sure that you're making titles that people actually want to click on. And if this came up in search, this isn't like a real clickable title. Let's see what else we got here. Recent activities. You like the video. Awesome. Thanks for that. So yeah, I would also get more relative content here on your channel page, because here you have like your liked videos as an example. Like, that doesn't even have a place there, so to speak. What I would do is I would make sure that you are getting more actual content of your content onto your channel page as well. And real quick, I'm going to check and see. Yeah, you got a bunch of content here, tons of content. So yeah, you need to get more of this onto your channel page. You also need to work on your branding as well, because this stuff's all over the place. You have like the YouTube logo in there, so you're helping them with their branding, but you're not doing much for yourself in terms of people being able to recognize your style, your way of doing things, and your way of presenting your content, so they can identify it and come in and watch it because they like your content. So yeah, I would definitely work on your branding, and I would definitely redo your channel art as well. Next up on the list, Dan, Creator Fundamentals. And I'm going to take a drink of water real quick.
There he is, rocking the beard with the hat and the glasses.
Yep, he should be hanging out here.
Yep, third brother.
Yeah, we should be rocking. Dan should be hanging out here, right here in this third seat where the TV is,
right,
giving YouTube tips with us.
Brother from another mother.
Mm-hmm. So, YouTube Simplified Creator Fundamentals. First thing I would do is I would take the stroke off of your, and I'm just being hard on you, Dan, just because we know each other, but I would take the stroke off of Creator Fundamentals. I know you're doing that for the sake of making it pop out. But
Drop shadow?
Yep, so I was about to say, if you're using Photoshop for this, one thing that I would do is I would take that stroke off, and I would put a drop shadow behind it, and I would make the size of the drop shadow so somewhere around like a 30 or something like that, and maybe lower the opacity on it a little bit. Basically, what you want to do is you want to create separation from the background, but you don't want to make it look 3D-ish or anything like that. You just want to use the drop shadow enough to create that separation from the background so that the white doesn't kind of blend into that blue, which it might not anyway if you just take that stroke off of there. I know you're trying to pull more attention to that Creator Fundamentals part, but if you take that stroke off of there, it'll definitely make that look a lot cleaner and a lot more pro, I guess is kind of the word that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
How you have the focus on YouTube Simplified, I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's definitely a good thing, and I like the fonts that you're using now compared to what it was that you were using before as well. Another thing that I would do in your particular case, because you're doing a similar setup to what I'm doing here, basically, to where you have the center focus stuff here on YouTube, and then you have you over here pointing to it. I would make you a little bit bigger over here as well, so you have more presence in the frame, so to speak. And basically make your part of it, like your actual photo, bigger there as well. And for the sake of styling, I'm not sure what your Photoshop skills are, but for the sake of styling, I would definitely put a little bit of a drop shadow on yourself too, and just kind of try to make yourself pop off of there a little bit as well.
Create the separation.
Right.
Absolutely.
And another thing, Dan, that I want to point out to you is if you look at your thumbnails here, you're using this like blue striped thing in the background. It's good that you have that texture back there to kind of break it up there a little bit. But I would duplicate that up here, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to create like a visual brand that people recognize, right? You're trying to create a style that people recognize and all that stuff. So you need to sync up what's going on down here with what's going on up here, so that it's synchronous. Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that even a word?
You can say it's so they're synchronized.
Synchronized, yeah. So it's synchronized all the way across the board as people are going through your stuff. What you're doing with your thumbs, as far as putting you on there and all that stuff. I mean, that's fantastic. That works like a charm. So that's definitely good. And congratulations on crossing the 500 subscriber milestone as well. Congratulations on that. That is a good milestone that a lot of people don't get to. So congratulations on that as well. Another thing too, just as a side note, I know we briefly talked about this before, is because of the type of channel that you have, I would also, which you're heading in that direction here in your channel art, but because of the type of content that you create, like this looks like a fun font, but and I know you're kind of doing this like a twofold thing to where you're wanting to be like an authority, right, for this stuff, but you also want to make it relatable and all of that. But because you have that authority side of it that you're trying to do, I would also use more like stronger fonts instead of the cartoony fonts that you have here.
Yeah, I would take the fonts from the header and pull them into the thumbnails.
Yeah.
You want to be unified with your image.
Yeah, you want to be unified with the image and the actual fonts that you're using. You want it to be more authoritative fonts as well, so that people, so it helps other people see you in that way when you present yourself in that way, if that makes any sense.
It looks like he might have a drop shadow on his thumbnails behind him. I'm looking at a small
over here on that over on the right there.
Yeah, I would do that in the header as well.
Yeah.
Kind of sync that all up.
Yeah, so that's it for you, Dan,
nice and
the
colorful.
Man.
Nice and colorful.
The color's good. It's all it's all popping. That yellow really pops off of the.
I was just gonna say that I like
blue.
I really like the yellow on top of the blue. That's nice.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, keep at it. Keep
Dan
at it,
man.
Dan. Okay, so Gnome Gnome Toys. So here, Gnome Gnome Toys, I'm looking at your channel, and you have toy learning for kids. I don't know because I can't identify this, but because I'm not in your niche. But to me, this looks like a real tiger, and this looks like a real panda. These look like toys. But since you're doing toy stuff, I would actually change this to visually represent toys.
Yes.
Because right now it looks more like you do educational videos for animals,
right?
right. Instead of toy learning for kids. So a couple things here. So one, I would synchronize that with the topics that you're covering. Two, I would also make your toy learning pop off a bit, and I would make your new videos every day pop off a bit too, off of this blue, because this kind of on my screen. I don't know what is it on yours, D. Can like with the toy learning, does that kind of fade into that blue?
You know what? I can read Gnome Gnome Toys, but the green on the bottom on my screen, I don't even know what it says.
Okay, yeah. So there's that. So I would definitely do something to make those stand out as well. Go back over here. Okay, so another thing too is in your case, I would also work on the branding side of your thumbnails.
Scroll up one more second here.
Yeah.
The avatar that they have, I don't know if you own that or not, but if you do, I would definitely put that somewhere up in your header as part of your logo because it's kind of cute.
It is.
I don't know if that's yours or not. If it is, maybe roll with that. Your own your mascot.
Yeah, good tip.
I think kids would enjoy that.
Yeah, great tip. Let's see here. As we scroll down, you definitely have the toys inside of your thumbnails here, but like on a mobile device. Like, okay, let's say that you handed your phone to your kid or somebody else's kid. You hand that phone and you're like, hey, check this out. Whatever. Pick a video that you like, and you're competing next to a bunch of other toy videos. You want the kid to be able to identify, since you're making stuff for kids, is what it says in your header here. You want that kid to be able to identify that you're showing toys, right? So I would definitely highlight that more than having this zoomed out image, because the toy space is so vibrant and colorful.
Right.
I would also use an app like Snapseed or Photoshop or something like that to really saturate the covers or the colors in your thumbs, to really sharpen your thumbnails as well, to put more like high dynamic range in there to really make these things pop and stand out, because your competition is fierce and you need to be able to compete. Let's see here. As we scroll down the page, learn names of dinosaurs, best series for kids. That's good. You've got your description in there. That is also good. Learn dinosaur names, kids. Learn dinosaur. Learn gnome gnome. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so for you, just some quick tips there is
okay. I like these thumbs better right here.
Yeah, a lot more color.
Yeah,
going on there.
Yeah, the primary colors. I like that a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a kid.
But it still grabbed your attention.
I'm not 5 years old, but yeah, but it grabbed my attention immediately. As soon as you're going down the thumbs, I was actually thinking primary colors.
Yeah.
Right. And you got to those, and those really stood out.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Also, Gnome.
Yeah.
And another thing that you can do as well, just like I always talk about, is A/B testing your stuff. You know, because if you're A/B testing your stuff, then you know what is actually working for your audience. I mean, you're getting views. You know, you uploaded this a month ago. You've got almost 1 million views on it. So high five for that.
Wow.
And you know, I'm looking at some other videos here. You've got 1.9 million views 3 months ago, 924 2 months ago. So if you apply some of the things I'm talking about, as far as, you know, adding more color and making some of this stuff a little bit easier to identify, then you'll be able to amplify that as well. So now we will go on to...
Yeah, I would definitely A/B test those thumbs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Without question. Yeah, because technically, if your thumbnail, you might be able to turn that 800,000 view video. If you're A/B testing your thumbnails, you might be able to turn videos like that into like a 4 million view video instead of 800,000. So definitely test and see what's working. Next up on the list is Deaf Old Git. Love that name.
Wow.
Oh, great name.
You know what? 1 second for Gnome.
Okay.
I don't know if you have kids or not, Gnome. But if you do, maybe sit down with them and look through images and see what gets their attention, and then A/B test those. Because as an adult, it might be difficult to kind of lock into what a kid might want to click. But maybe sit down with your kids or family of some sort and see what interests them, and then A/B test those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, No Toy says A/B test through TubeBuddy. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just because, you know, like with what it is that you're doing, because you are already getting those views, the way that you want to think about it, No Toys, is you want to think about, okay, how can I amplify this? How can I make my stuff more responsive? And you can run a test for a week or two inside of TubeBuddy with the actual view counts that you're getting. Is because I saw that you also have some videos that have like 200 views and things like that, some of the newer ones that you uploaded. But because of some of the view counts that you're getting, when you have one of those videos that's still consistently getting views, you don't want to do this on a brand new upload because it's gonna skew what's going on. But on the videos that you currently have that are still getting views, running some tests on those, just so that you can make sure that you're doing the right things on your thumbs.
Right.
Deaf Old Git.
What a name.
Yeah, I love that name.
What a name.
Yeah, I got a cool little cartoon up here. So one thing, Deaf Old Git, that I don't know when I land on your channel page is I don't know what it is that you're making. I don't know what type of content it is that you're providing. I don't know.
We know you're a Deaf Old Git.
Yeah, we know that much.
It ends there.
Right. But you don't have any type of identifying information on your channel art that says, hey, this is the type of content that I make. So if you watched one of my videos and then you came to my channel page, I don't have anything to confirm that I have more content like that.
Yeah, we have no idea what the content's going to be.
Right.
No idea whatsoever.
Right. So, like, if, you know, as far as the flow goes, you know, somebody watches one video and then they land on your channel page, they know that you make the content from that first video that they watched. So if they come seeking more, and they can quickly and easily identify in your channel art that you have more of that type of content, then you're more likely to generate that subscriber right there on the spot than if they have to scroll through and actually try to find more stuff that you're making. So you have a new channel, it looks like. Oh, okay, not too new. Here we go. 2 years ago. Okay, not new at all, actually. So it looks to me like you're making gaming videos. You got some other just random content in here as well, but it looks like you've really focused in lately on what it is that you're doing up here. Because of that, I was going to tell you to get more of your content on your channel page, but it looks like you're kind of redoing how you're doing everything right now, kind of like a relaunch or something like that. So if that's the case, then as you start letting more of this new stuff out, then start putting more of it on your channel page. However, right now, if you're just wanting people to see the new stuff that you're doing, then keep it how it is. But I would still, man, I would go through. I'm saying man because you say Deaf Old Git in the picture there. But I would still go through like some of this stuff a month ago and things like that. I would go through and I would basically rebrand the thumbnails and all of that, basically just redo the thumbnails on them and still put some of this on your channel page as well, so that people can easily see more of the content that you are that you're making.
I love the name, and I like the character.
I love the name too. Yeah, the cartoon's awesome.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well done on that one.
Yeah, totally agree. All right. So
I like the colors too.
Yeah. The colors. Yeah, the colors are good.
That's not a color you run across all the time.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's orange.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
so one thing to know with colors also is blue is the most favorite color on Earth. So that's a good little tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
Orange, and this is funny for deaf old git. Orange is like third or fourth in the queue for colors, and as people age.
Here we go.
Yeah, nerding out again.
Here we go.
As people age, they like the color orange less and less, which is interesting. Yeah. So, so depending on the demographic that you're trying to go for, like in his case, he's on games, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you're making content to where you're trying to cater to older people,
right,
then using that orange might be a turnoff compared to if you're trying to target kids.
I never heard that.
Yep,
that's incredible.
Yep.
All right, well, that explains why I don't like orange.
Yep, it does. You old fogey.
I'm an old git.
Okay, so we've got the 10-year-old Evelyn Preston here. So I want to give you a high five. You're 10 years old. You've got almost 4,000 subscribers here. You're doing it. So that's fantastic. So good job to you.
Great color scheme, by the way. Another great color scheme. I like it.
Yeah, like she's got her branding stuff together here as far as keeping that synchronized look going along. Here, so look at this. You guys can learn some stuff here from 10-year-old Evelyn Preston, right? As far as how she's putting this stuff together. But I do have some recommendations for you here, Evelyn. And one of those recommendations is I'm not sure what this says up here in the top. Let me expand this out to see if it shows me anymore. No, it doesn't. So I don't know what this says here in the top, but I would definitely put the actual type of content that you make. I think that you're doing like vlogs and stuff like that. So I would make sure that you make that clear up here in the channel art so people know what it is that you are doing. Having the subscribe to me here thing is fantastic. Same thing to you with Twitter as well, as far as taking out the S in your actual link to that. So instead of HTTPS, if you do that HTTP:// then you'll be able to see the Twitter icon. So one thing that I do want to mention though is even though you have like your color scheme together and you have like a look that you're doing, and high five to that because a lot of people overlook that.
The look is great.
It is. It's fantastic.
I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah.
And the look is great, but the fonts are...
That's what I was just getting ready to talk about.
The fonts, they look good, but they're difficult to read.
Yeah. Yeah. So what he's getting at is on your thumbnails.
But the colors are on point, by the way, with the fonts.
Yeah. The colors and stuff, it looks great.
Yeah, well done.
But the actual text itself, right, is really difficult to read, especially at a small size. Like I'm looking at this right now, and new room tour, I guess is what that says. So like I had to actually struggle to know what that says on my screen. So making the text a little bit easier to read, keeping the same colors and stuff you're doing is totally a win because you have a style going on here that people are going to be able to recognize as far as connecting with you is concerned. So that's good. But I would definitely update the fonts that you're using here so that you can make it a little bit more easy for everybody to read. Another thing to keep in mind also is to add descriptions to your playlist. One, that helps here on the channel page, but more importantly, it can also help with discoverability. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that. Same thing here. And also, because you're kind of using these categorically, so for your actual playlists themselves, also making those titles, like I always mention in the streams as well, is definitely a plus and definitely something that you want to make sure that you do. But again, congratulations on 3.6 thousand subscribers.
Yes.
At 10 years old, that's fantastic. You are going to have an awesome future, I think.
Yes.
Getting started in media now at 10 years old, and then
what a world we live in now.
Man, I'm telling you what.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Can you imagine
awesome.
having YouTube at 10 years old?
Oh man, that would have been just amazing.
Wow,
amazing.
Yeah, Nick Nimmin at 10 on YouTube. Wow.
Yeah, it would have been like, hey
right.
guys. Hey, here's how to do Photoshop.
I'm going to show you how to play with G.I. Joe toys.
Right. Okay, so next on the list here, we are going to go to. Okay, we're still at 119. I'm going to hop in the chat here real quick. If you want to turn on the camera, I'm going to hop in the chat here real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to go into that. So I'm going to hop in the chat here real quick just to see what's going on here in the chat. Dia Folgett. Oh, okay. Says, thanks. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad that was helpful. Let's see here. I have a feeling that my viewers are just subbing with their parents' YouTube's accounts, and it's giving me a low sub to view count. I run giveaways, and not everyone claims their prizes. Interesting. So that does tell you something about Evelyn. That does tell you something about what giveaways can do. So giveaways, they can be helpful for getting eyeballs on your content, but that does kind of inflate the numbers a little bit to where you can definitely distort what's really going on in your channel, because people will come for a giveaway. They can be effective as far as getting eyeballs and getting yourself in front of people that might not have otherwise seen you. But the bulk that you're going to get from that is people that are going to come, they're going to want whatever it is that you're giving away, and then that's all they care about. They don't care about the content you're making. They don't care about you. They don't care about what it is that you're doing. So doing those giveaways on a regular basis, it's great for inflating your subscriber numbers, but as far as actually creating like a community or people that are really interested in what it is that you're doing, it's definitely a negative in that case. So yeah, in that case, if people are subbing if you think that they're subbing with their parents' accounts, then if you want to change that, then cutting back on the giveaways is probably a fantastic way to do that. Now, with that said, your subscriber growth may take a hit from that if you've been depending on giveaways. But in that case, then you get to learn how to do it the other way as well. Yeah, Red Rocket resells. This is the new studio. Yeah, we're still in the fine tuning stage. This is kind of a rough draft as far as what it is that we're going to be doing on the new channel. As you can see, like my image, I'm kind of soft a little bit. The colors are a little off a tad, things like that. But
we are getting there, though.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's definitely getting really close. So if you're watching this right now and you have not subscribed to Creator Insights channel, it's the new channel that my brother and I are working on. There's a link to it down in the description. Make sure that you head over there and that you get subscribed to it right away, and that you click the bell so that you can be notified when it goes on. So let's see here. We got Bingo Gaming TV saying good setup. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Red Rocket saying that she loves it. Savage Scientist says, I think you should move your Creator Insight sign up to the middle of your desk. Interesting.
Up to the middle?
Do you mean like here? Or do you mean like right
here.
Around in this area?
Up here, you
right
mean?
Here. Do you mean like down here? Or do you mean like up here somewhere? Let's see here. Corbin Connection Comedy. Nice to see you in here saying, wow, it looks awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you dig it.
Yeah, in retrospect.
Car Galaxy Studios. Thank you.
We built the stuff, and you bring it in here, and you bring the cameras in, and you realize that maybe you should move something up.
Right.
But this is steel.
It's welded.
Right.
Yeah,
this is
welded in there.
This thing is made out of steel. This is steel. It's got a steel mesh in here. It's welded. So, yes, it should come up, and it may come up. But it depends on the camera, too, because we're using a Logitech right now for this shot. But if we change it out with another camera with a wide angle, it might balance out. So
yeah, and other things, too. Like, as an example, like with all the graphics and stuff on the screen, like right now we're doing this as my channel, right? So, we've got the ticker going across the bottom and all that stuff like I normally do. However, on that channel, I'm not sure yet if we're going to do the ticker. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do in the top corners and things like that, because we have we have like the logo down there and things like that. So we don't really need to add the graphics on there as much, with the exception of the chat, which would also be cool, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to put on that little black area. So basically stretch it out so you have like the Creator Insights down there in the bottom, and then the chat's kind of stretched out over that black area. That would be kind of cool.
Somebody just said that they think it's hard to read.
Creator Insights is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you think that is difficult to read down here?
Yeah, so everybody's saying, yeah, it needs to be at the top, it needs to be at the top, it needs to be at the top.
Up here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, let's get out the crowbar and just rip that puppy off then. No, we're also going to have it's just not here yet. We're also going to have a logo that's going to be right here underneath the TV as well. So, they're going to be placed here and there and stuff like that as well for the sake of branding. So all of that stuff is going to be in additional spots as well. So that way we don't have to take a crowbar to this thing.
You know what? No, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm thinking we should have them come and take this immediately.
And move it.
Take this off and bring it up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. That's how things get done right there. Thanks for your feedback.
Yeah. We just crowdsourced studio design.
Right.
Thank you.
Vigard, Nerdy Explorer, what's going on, dude?
Hey, Nerdy Explorer, what's happening, man?
He said, yeah, let's make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He also said that he thinks we should move it up as well. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus here as far as moving this thing.
And just so we're on the same page, you mean move it about right here, right? If this was the center, like bring it up, correct?
Okay, so we're while we're waiting on that, oh yeah, the sign should be moved up. That's from Naum Creates, who is an artist.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah, so that kind of defines that one for sure. Let's see here. It'd look better if it was higher. Yeah. So that's some great feedback. So thank you for that, and we will.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna move it up. Let's see here. Agree. I was thinking it needs to be up. Needs to be up. Needs to be up. Let's see here. A little higher. Well, yeah, okay. So that's
it's actually in the center of the desk itself, but you don't see the bottom of it.
Yeah.
With the camera. The camera's cutting off the bottom, so it's sitting on the bottom. So
right.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
So Juan Lopez vlogs. Juan, he says, how's the older brother? And I have an interesting story. First, how are you?
Hold on. Juan has an interesting story.
No, I have an interesting story about Juan.
Oh, whoo.
Yeah, you're like, uh-oh. Yeah, Juan lives in Bangkok.
Oh.
Yeah, so he might have an interesting story.
Juan might have a couple.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hey, I saw D over, around this side of town, or like whatever. Yeah,
I'm gonna excuse myself while Juan tells his story.
Yeah, right, so basically, Fong, my girlfriend, for anybody in the chat, Fong is my girlfriend, and we went to Bangkok about 2 weekends ago. Because she graduated cosmetology school, so we went there for her ceremony and all that stuff. And we went to Central World.
Okay.
And we're walking in and we're looking for a place to eat or whatever. And I see this guy, and he's walking by. They had like the outdoor food stalls or whatever. And I see this guy, and he's walking and he's filming the food as he goes. And because he's holding a camera, it's like, oh hey, this is a vlogger or something probably.
Instantly get your attention.
Right. And we're walking, and I start to see the side of his face, and I'm like, man, that guy looks familiar. And this is all of Bangkok, right? So this is like, out of all the places that we could run into each other in Bangkok, I ran into Juan. So I start getting closer. I'm like, man, this guy looks really familiar. And then I get to the side, and I'm like, man, I know this guy. And then I get in front of him, I turn around, and I'm like, oh my God, Juan, what is going on? And that's the first time I've ever met him, which is funny. But we just happened to run into each other at Central World while he was there filming. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting thing. Jessica Nicole Foss says, hey, Nick, not sure if my last comment went through. Good to see you on the Saturday Live. Nice to see you here as well, Jessica. Thank you very, very much. Let's see here. Do I need to pay, says Mark TMNG. You do not. We actually have a free portion coming up here in a little bit. Just the super chats take priority. So those we're going to be getting back to that right here in a second. I just want to hop in the chat, because I don't want this to just go completely inactive while we're looking at the channels, because it's fun to come in here and talk with everybody. Let's see here. iFun Chris says you can add your name to the desk too. Absolutely. For when we stream for my channel in here, then that would be cool. But this setup here is more for the new channel that we are working on. If you're not subscribed to that yet, make sure that you hit the description below and that you head over to the new channel and get subscribed, because we're going to be opening that puppy up real soon. Bingo Gaming TV says you're looking like a pro YouTuber. I am a pro YouTuber. Finally somebody.
Finally, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Nick, if your live stream... Okay, here's a question here. James Tristan Rules says, hey, Nick, if you test your live stream on unlisted or private, do you delete it afterwards, all of it, or set it on private? Because I had read somewhere that deleting videos affects your metadata. If you have videos that are actually live and then you delete them, it does. It doesn't affect your metadata. It just deletes the video, deletes your views, all that stuff from that video. However, with a live stream, if you're doing anything private or unlisted, then none of that really counts anyway until it actually goes public. So you're fine. You can delete anything that you've created that's unlisted or private. You don't have to worry about it. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, Juan saying that running into each other was funny there. I agree.
He was following you.
Yeah, were you following me, Juan?
Juan? Who do you work for?
Yeah, who do you work for?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So we're going to get back to the reviews here if you want to pull those back up on the screen. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one here is Cousin Bear Games. So with Cousin Bear, first, you do have the games up here, so that's cool. You're letting people know. However, again, like I was talking about with the mobile devices, you're going to be getting cut off.
Yeah, that mobile header is going to be...
on a mobile device, like somewhere right around in here. So the fact that you're doing games is something that people are going to overlook. In addition to that, you're filling this whole space with your name. So you have to read across the whole thing. I would just tighten all of this stuff, kind of condense it a little bit into the middle instead of having it take up the whole entire header up there.
I would focus more on the games too. I mean, I understand the branding aspect of it.
Sure.
But, if I hit your site, Cousin Bear is so huge, I don't even see games.
Yeah.
When it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's overbearing. It's pun intended.
It's over Cousin Bearing.
Yeah.
You want them to see games. If that's your focus, Cousin Bear should be secondary.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, in terms of when they first look at your channel.
Totally agree. Let's see here. As far as your channel layout is concerned, I'm going to guess you probably have more content. Oh, not bad. Not bad. You've got a little bit of content here. But one thing that I would do is I would definitely get more of this onto your homepage. And I would definitely work on your branding overall. What I mean by that is basically getting a look and style together that people can recognize as yours. This channel doesn't have any content, which is interesting because I think this one gave like $100.
Okay, so what in the world?
Hold on, let me click on videos, see if any.
Okay,
there we go. We've got some content there. Okay, so in your case, definitely, as you can see, when I landed here, I thought that you didn't have any content, so I would definitely get some content here onto your channel page without question as soon as you possibly can.
Maybe you want to tell
if
them
you
where
don't
to do
know,
that.
Just getting right to it. If you don't know how to do that, basically on your view, depending on which layout that you're using for YouTube, you're going to see a little gear icon here. If you don't see that, you're going to see a big blue button somewhere right around here that says something about edit channel layout. You want to click on that, and then inside of there, that's going to take you back to the old layout, which is a system flaw right now that I'm sure they're working on. But that's going to take you back to the old layout, and then you click on that gear icon, and then you want to choose to customize your channel layout, which you have already done because I see your navigation here. And then basically what's going to happen is underneath that, when you come to your page, you're going to see a little button right here, a little gray button that says Add Section. And then you're going to want to click on Add Section, and then that's going to let you pull in different playlists that you've created around your content, which right now is 0. So you'll want to start creating playlists around your content so you can get it displayed on your channel page. In addition to that, I would also make sure that you are explaining the type of content that you're doing right up here in your channel art as well, because this is also going to be getting cut off on a mobile device. I would also move that imagery of anime people over into the middle or somewhere inside of a mobile safe area.
I like the colors, by the way.
On the list.
If they can pull those colors down across all of their thumbs, I think that would look really nice.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
give it a nice, cool look. Also,
yeah.
If you want to pull this on, if you want to put the normal camera on, because I want to check something really quick that is not on my screen isn't up. So let me know when that is all clear.
Yep, you are on cam and go.
Okay. So I'm just looking here to make sure that I haven't overlooked anybody. Okay, so we've got that one. Okay, it's this next one up actually that gave the 100 spot. So here we've got that. We've got life in general. I see you there. I'm going to put you in queue, and I see the Naor at Blanque V. So I will also get you in queue there as well, and get these loaded up here, and then we will jump right back in once this video starts playing, and I can hit the pause button on it. There we go. I think that might be what's messing my browser up is hitting that. Oh. So yeah, so in this stream, D, just so you know, we're now up to 3,025 subscribers.
All right, thank you everyone.
Yeah, thanks everybody. And if you are in the stream right now and you have not subscribed yet to the new channel, make sure that you hit the link down in the description below and you head over there right now and get subscribed and click that bell notification as well. Now, if you want to pull up the screen again, okay, we're live. Okay, so on your particular channel here, Cyan Girl Gaming, again, with yours, that's a really cool looking header, by the way. I was
just going to say, whoever made that header, well done.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I don't know what you're doing there, but it looks great.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. So whoever made this, well done. If you made this yourself, high five to you also. But one thing that you want to make sure, I mean, if you're making, I'm going to look here on your page. Okay, so you're not doing, I thought you were doing like Minecraft videos. So in your case, what you want to do is you want to make it real clear the type of content that you make up here. Because it looks like you're mixing in like vlogs and all types of other stuff. So what I would do is I would make sure that you get the type of content that you make up here in your channel art as well. Super important. Also customize your channel layout, because right now you just have you do have it. Okay, you're just using the vertical layout. So
check this out.
Okay.
As soon as you go in on a mobile device, her thumb's at the beginning when you come in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready. It's the same way on a desktop.
Is it?
Yeah. So what just happened is he handed me his phone and showed me your thumbnails on the phone. Basically, the first thing that you see when you land on your channel page. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you start using custom thumbnails. Now, anybody that doesn't know, let's see here, canva.com. Anybody that doesn't know how to make thumbnails, you can do it for free using canva.com. They have templates that you can use and things like that so that you can make thumbnails. And here, let me pull something up here just so you can no, because I got to log in and all that stuff, so I'm not going to do that. But basically, they have it to where once you create an account and you log in here for free, they have a bunch of really cool templates and things like that that you can use to make make custom thumbnails for your stuff. So if you don't know how to do that, theirs is really easy to use. So I really recommend that you start doing that because these thumbnails, people see your title and people see your thumbnails first before they see anything else. There's a reason that this thumbnail image is the biggest thing on YouTube. It's because it's what gets responded to the most, right? So you want to make sure that you are optimizing for that. Now, another thing also is you're going to need to work on your titles as well. Like if you're really wanting to do something with your YouTube channel, you really need to work on your titles and get your titles worked out also, because you need to learn how to optimize your videos for search. Next up on the list, Graybeard Gamer. Okay, this is good. You're definitely on the right path. It's clear that you're doing gaming stuff. That's good. You're also putting your Graybeard thing up there, which is your own personal thing, which is also cool. So that's good. Right here is a side note. Your link is broken. If you look down here on the bottom left, when I hover over this, basically you're saying follow me on Twitch, but it looks like it might actually send to YouTube, and it does. So basically, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you put your HTTP in the front of this so that YouTube knows that it's a link that is going out. Same thing here is your Twitter is broken, and you need to update that as well. Now, another thing in your case, Graybeard Gamer, that I would recommend is that you take whatever it is that you're doing down here. Actually, you might be changing this. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're changing it. Okay, so scratch that. So, okay, first thing I would recommend to you, because you're doing gaming videos, is I would put some imagery up here for the types of games that you're actually playing. If you don't use the imagery itself, I would make just like a little text blurb here and a little text blurb here that says specifically the type of games that you play. Because just being a gamer, that's cool. You'll have people that'll come in and say, hey, they're a gamer, they're making gaming videos, I'm interested in gaming videos, etc. So I'm gonna, respond to that. However, you want people to be able to clarify the types of games that you play so they can make that decision easier, so you can convert them into a subscriber faster before they get distracted by a related channel or something else on the platform. Let me see how many videos you have here. Okay, so you got a lot of content also. I would definitely get more of this content onto the channel page so that when people land on your channel page and they start scrolling down, then they see more of your content easier because you've just got a little bit. And one thing to keep in mind as well is you are using playlists, which is good. However, you're doing vertical playlists. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff I have to do to see a little bit of your content, right? I got to scroll a lot in order to see like 12 different options, right? So I would definitely use horizontal playlists here instead with this new layout, because I know before in the old layout, it would show this in a 4 block, which was awesome. I don't know why they changed that, because it was great. I'm sure they changed it because it probably didn't convert as well as either the full vertical like this does or like a horizontal. It's probably why they changed it, because they know what they're doing, obviously. But I would use horizontal here instead of using vertical, just so people they have the option to consume more of your content faster. Right. Another thing is I would really work on what you're doing with your titles. Inside of the YouTube Creator Academy, which is something that I recommend everybody in here goes through. It's absolutely free. It's provided by YouTube, and it basically teaches you step by step how to use their platform, the things that they recommend, the things that they recommend that you don't do, and things like that. And the reason I'm saying that is because when I look at your titles here, one, I have no idea what it is that you're trying to rank for. I'm not sure what it is that's important that you're trying to get out here. Two is you're using all caps And YouTube specifically, I know some big channels do this. It is not against their terms of service or anything like that to use all caps, but they recommend against using all caps because of the user experience. Because for me personally, D, let me know what you think. Me personally, when I see this, my eyeball, like I don't even know what to look at.
You know, as you're scrolling through, I'm not even saying anything because I'm like looking at the screen and it's condensed and just a little bit squished, and I can't read any of it.
You can't. Okay.
No,
Okay.
my eyes just go cross because you know the screen's condensing it a little bit here in OBS. I can't read any of it.
Okay. So yeah, there's that. So I would definitely really figure out what it is that you're trying to express to people here and focus on that. Like this down here.
That's okay.
Yeah, this down here is a lot better. This makes a lot more sense than this other stuff that you're doing recently.
It's just too long.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
You know what? I want it short and sweet, and I want to click.
Right. Is this for me or not?
Right. Is this for me or not? And I want to start watching the content. I don't want to read a book.
Right. Right. And another thing, also, Graybeard Gamer, is I like your beard, by the way.
I like the name.
I like the name too. I like his beard also. Yeah. Is since you are a personality behind this channel, one thing that I would do also is I would actually take a good picture of yourself with your camera. And I would put that in here in your profile picture as well, because people click on faces more than they click on this stuff.
Right.
Okay, so I think, oh no, we've got a couple more here.
It's a cool name. I really like
the
name.
I love the name.
Graybeard Gamer. Yeah.
Hey, we're up to 3,031. Thanks again, guys, for that. If you're in the chat right now and you haven't subscribed to the new channel yet, make sure that you do that. There's a link down in the description below. Let's see here. So here on Naor et Blanc AV, cool name. Let's see what's going on here. So here at a glance, it looks like you're doing some type of music-related stuff. I can identify that because I played around with that kind of stuff. Wasn't fantastic at it, but played around with that kind of stuff.
Controlling robots.
That's true.
Yeah,
it says life forms on there, so maybe he is.
Yeah, the robot controller. You can't fool us.
The same thing with your Twitter URL. Also, if you take the S out of the link there with the HTTP versus HTTPS, then your icon should show as well. Congratulations on the 6,000 subscribers.
Yay,
also, by the way, yeah, most people don't get that far. So, as a side note here, I'm looking at your thumbnails, and I like what you're doing here. I think this is cool because it has that nice, clean look. And you see that nice, clean look in a lot of music stuff. Like what you're doing down here, it's nice and clean. What you're doing here is nice and clean.
Great colors, nice treatment on everything.
Yeah, it is. It looks cool. But one thing that you are creating here is you're creating a disconnect. Like, as an example, if I'm a subscriber of yours and I happen to watch this particular playlist, so I got familiar with the thumbnails in this particular playlist right here, and then I come on the next day and I just love your stuff and I would love to watch more of your stuff, but the next day I come on I log into YouTube and YouTube shows me 1 minute synth reviews as a grid on my homepage, and I see your thumbnails that look like this. I don't make that mental connection between these and this, right? Of course, it says your channel name down here. Everybody knows that. However, it's the whole thing about people being able to recognize your stuff at a glance, right? Because people, in most cases, people don't put the effort in when they're looking around trying to find something to watch. The effort isn't there looking for this. That's why the thumbnail's the biggest thing, the title's the second biggest thing on the channel, and then this stuff down here that doesn't matter is basically the third most important thing, because it's the least important as far as what people are actually doing on the platform. So making a sync between, hey, this is mine and this is mine, so that the people that love your content can come in and watch more of it. Because here's the thing. If you want to turn the camera on again for emphasis for this one.
Right.
So here's the thing with that is there's going to be people, for everybody that's in the chat right now, there's going to be people who are going to watch your content because they're going to watch your content because they like your topics that you're covering. There's also going to be people that watch your content because they like you and they like how you do your content. So you want to make it as easy as possible for those people to be able to identify the stuff that you're doing, so that you can pull in those people that like your stuff because it's your stuff, right? So making that as easy to identify as possible is definitely a way to make sure that you win. All right, so now we can go back to the screen. Actually, let's stay here for a little bit. Let's stay here just for a minute. If you haven't turned it back to the screen yet. Yeah, it looks like you haven't. So let's see here. I'm going to hop in the chat here real quick. Mark TMNG, what is going on? How to get my channel graded, Nick? I need your advice. Your advice worked for me last time, so need your advice now. I have all the qualifications in your description. Mark, here in just a minute, I've got 2 more in queue, but just a minute after these super chat ones get finished, as soon as those are finished, then we're going to jump into the free ones for a little bit. Matthew Furman, what is going on, man? Nice to see you in here. I was actually just watching your magic thing that you did at Bid Summit with my girlfriend last night, actually. She was like, oh, my God, he's so good. He's so good. So, yeah, so you
told
have
me
a
about
fan.
This guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so my girlfriend is now a fan of yours, Matthew. Let's see here. What's a good gaming setup for a room? I'm not sure. I'm not big in the gaming space, so I'm not sure what is all available. So I can't really give advice as far as what a good set is for that. So Corbin Connection Comedy says the volume just dropped.
The volume just dropped.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
On here.
So yeah, so I'm gonna keep talking. I don't know if you can see that in OBS, but let's see here. Thumbnail URL. If you're trying to find the thumbnail URL, art, faux design, and painting. What you want to do is you want to go into the source code. You want to open up your browser, right-click on the page for the video that you're trying to get the thumbnail for. Right-click on the page and then hit Control F. And then when you hit Control F, then you're going to see a little box pop up. That's a little search box, and you want to type in Max MAX Res RES default DEFAULT.jpg and put all those together. And there's going to be a bunch of options in there. You're going to have to go through and you're going to have to figure out which one is the actual thumbnail itself. But that's how you actually track down the image. If they did not upload a full res image, then you're going to have to look for HQ, which stands for high quality. You're going to have to look for HQ default in order to be able to pull that.
Hey guys, is the volume okay now?
The setup tour, Beefy Tech, once we actually launch that new channel, then we'll definitely do a setup tour.
Oh, yeah.
On that because there's a lot that, because we have this area here, we have another area over there. Basically how this is, and I would love to grab a camera, but everything's kind of like barely holding on right now because this is the test run. But basically, right now there is this section here, which is basically for the live show and for any like interviews and things like that we're going to do with creators.
Right.
And then a section over there is like we're still waiting for the actual logo wall, but it's a wall that's on wheels that we can move around anywhere in the place. That's going to be a logo wall on one side, and the other side we're not sure what we're going to do with it yet, but it basically gives us the option to do pretty much whatever we want. And then on this area over here, he had a desk built. It's like a standing desk, but it's like a work desk, really, like a workshop desk.
Right, it's a workshop desk.
Yeah, it's like a workshop desk, and on that workshop desk, he had like an overhead camera rig built so that we can mount the cameras there, so that we can do like overhead stuff if we're like reviewing something or showing you how to do something specific to your channel. So it's a really cool thing that that's been set up here. So I'm actually pumped to actually show it in a studio tour for sure.
A lot of work.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
He's been putting in a lot of time on this and dealing with locals trying to have stuff built, which comes with its own set of challenges, to say the least.
But I will say you do not have to have a large budget to do this.
Yeah,
a lot of this was very affordable. This is in one room. This is not like a huge studio or anything. This is it's just one little room that we converted into a workspace.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a small room. I mean, it's what size do you think this room is?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe 25 square meters at best.
You think it's that small? I'd say it's bigger than
30.
That. I would say this is at least like probably 50.
No way.
You don't think so?
No way.
Really?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there you have it.
So this is a small room.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a small room, but we've kind of optimized the space a little bit for the sake of being able to create as much stuff as humanly possible.
It's like the size of two small to medium sized bedrooms.
Okay. Yeah. Good reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus a bathroom, shower,
plus a bathroom,
all that stuff.
Right,
yeah. It's a real small space, but it definitely works.
Yeah.
Ho-An says VidIQ or VidIQ or TubeBuddy, and what is cheaper? Personally, I use both. I use the paid version of TubeBuddy. I use the free version of vidIQ. They have different features, but me personally, I'm a strong advocate for TubeBuddy. So I highly recommend TubeBuddy because of the additional features that they offer in addition to the search tools that they offer that vidIQ also offers. It's the additional stuff that they offer to that.
I agree.
Matthew Furman says trying to send a super chat, but it will not let me.
Oh,
that is cool, Matthew. Don't worry about it. No big deal there.
Oh no.
I will actually pull you up in the queue as well. Okay, so now I'm going to get back into the reviews here. So back on Naor at Blanc V. Do you have the screen up?
It's coming.
Okay.
There it is.
It's on the way. Okay,
it's there.
So yeah, so basically I would synchronize what's going on so people can identify your content a little bit better. If you are, which it looks like you are, because you have your picture there, and it looks like you have your picture in some of these as well. One thing that I would do if you are this person and you're putting yourself in some of your thumbnails, I personally would recommend putting yourself in all of your thumbnails. And the reason for that is because people respond to faces.
Yes.
We are people looking at YouTube, looking at other people.
Right.
So I would really recommend that you start using your face in all of your thumbnails, because typically a thumbnail with your face with this stuff going on in the background is going to get clicked on more than just a thumbnail with this on there. So again, this is where TubeBuddy, that A/B testing feature, comes in handy. So
yeah,
so make use of that.
Test those. Yeah.
Life in general vlogs. This is cute. You got the whole family going across there. I think I looked at this. I think I looked at this before, but yeah, life in general vlogs. Basically, you're saying it's a vlog channel. You've got the whole family laid out there so people can recognize that, which is good. Hold on, I want to see what you're doing here with this. Okay, yeah, it spreads back out. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, at first I wasn't sure what was going on there. It looked like it was just just another square video like we saw in the like we saw in the other one. So here, since you're doing a vlog channel, your competition is fierce. So if you are doing a vlog for the sake of trying to grow your vlog channel and trying to get something out of it other than keeping it as a family archive, one thing that I would really recommend that you do as well is spend some time on your thumbnails. Because if you look at your thumbnail here, like the colors are a little bit washed out, the image itself is a little bit soft and things like that. Because your competition is so fierce, you really need to learn how to make your thumbnails pop. There's a free app for your phone that you can use for that. It's called Snapseed. I don't get anything at all for mentioning Snapseed. It's just a personal recommendation. I use Snapseed for a ton of stuff as far as social media is concerned. It is an amazing phone app. And again, yes, I don't get anything for saying that. It's just something that I really recommend, because it can take this image right here and make this image like a wow image. Because you can sharpen everything, you can pump the colors up, you can crop everything down to really focus on the imagery and things like that. Same thing with the food, because you need to make thumbnails that people respond to.
They need to pop.
Yeah, they have to. You know what? I'm actually going to pull something up here. Family vlog. Let's see what your competition looks like. Okay, that definitely a better thumbnail.
Yeah.
That not so much. It looks nice, but not so much. This, oh yeah, all day long. Great thumbnail there. That's probably why they have 2 million, almost 3 million subscribers.
Yeah.
But yeah, great thumbnail there. That one's pretty good. Could definitely use some improvement as well, but it's pretty good.
Looks good.
Yeah, as we scroll down. Yeah, well, a lot of big channels here under the family vlog thing, right? Holy cow.
Fierce competition in that
Yeah,
one.
fierce. I mean, look at all these. Yeah, so a lot of really good imagery going on, a lot of sharper pictures. Here, this one's more on emotion than it is on the actual image quality itself. But I mean, look at the look on that mom's face, right? Imagery is really important, and how you treat your photos and all that stuff is extremely important. So I would definitely spend the time learning to dial that in. There's tons of tutorials out there on how to do this stuff. Just hop in, how to use Snapseed, how to make a photo stand out, how to make a photo pop. Look for things like that and learn how to do it, because it's worth it. It'll pay off. Let's see here. It's Danny Davies.
Danny Davies.
Danny Davies.
But what does he do?
I don't know. He Danny's and he Davies.
Well,
yeah, whatever that is. So Danny Davies. In your case, what I would do is same thing. I would put up here, make it extremely clear what it is that you're doing on your channel, so that people can know when they land on your channel page. It looks to me like you're doing some types of like vlogs or something, but I don't know if you're like doing this as like a log of your life, or if you're doing this as something where you're like, trying to, give people, hey, if you want to wake up early, or if you want to do, you know, things you're trying to actually like empower people or inspire people to do stuff. I don't know what it is that you're trying to do. So making that clear up here is extremely important. Also, use your custom thumbnails. Like I was telling the last family vlog here, use your custom thumbnails, man. That's why you have that option. So really use the custom thumbnails and make them stand out, because that's how you're going to get clicks. Also, like vlog as your phrase that you're going for, like that's nearly impossible to rank for on a channel with 17 subscribers. So what you want to do is you want to make your titles around something that you're talking about or something that you're doing in your video as a vlog channel, so that you can increase your chances of discoverability through YouTube search.
Yeah, and overall, you just want to let people know what it is you're doing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You want to make it, you want to let them know what you're doing in an easy to understand way.
Right, and give them a reason to click your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Because without that click, what do you have? Same
thing with your title.
Right.
You know, you want them to see your title and identify, hey, this matches what it is that I'm looking for, something, a topic of interest that I happen to be searching for right now, and the way that they told me in this particular title is something that I'm interested in clicking on. It's interesting. And real quick, also, if you look here, Creator Insights, that is the channel that this set that we're sitting in right now, that is the channel that we are going to be launching very soon. So if you have not subscribed to that channel yet, make sure that you head over there and subscribe. The link for that is down in the description right now. So make sure that you click on that link, you head over there, subscribe, you click the bell so that you can be notified as soon as we go live on that channel. So next up on the list here, did you hear that pop?
Yeah, I did hear that pop.
Yeah, I wonder if that's coming through the stream or if that's just on our end.
Sure.
So next up on the list here is Stu Crompton.
We've got super chats coming in, by the way.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Let me hop in there. I don't want to exclude anybody. Whoa, Matthew dropping a 50 spot, man. He comes to play, man. He doesn't mess around. Like anytime he super chats, he drops the big dogs. I had you pulled up anyway, Matthew. So thanks for the 50.
Yeah, thank you.
In addition,
but it's a trick.
Yeah, it was a trick. Yeah, right. It's like it's not a real super chat.
See this 50?
Right. See this 50? It's gone.
Watch it disappear.
Right.
Oops, you got a nickel.
So Chris Ladd redid his header. Yeah, we are. Chris Ladd redid his header. So I'm going to drop a thing here just to give some feedback on the header only there. And Mike Cola, what is going on, man? Nice to see you in here. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
As soon as this thing stops freaking out on me, I will get your channel up here as well. Get you in a queue also. Okay, so let's go back to Stu here. And yeah, if you can keep an eye on those two and just let me know when they come in, because I don't want to miss anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody called me Nick Norman. I'm making the video Nick Norman. That's awesome. Wonder if that's is that a play? Is that a play on what's going on here? Is that what's going on there, Nick Norman? Are you making fun of me? Okay, let's see here. Matthew Furman says, new channel, please. Pink Baby Doll Show. Do you have a link? Oh, you can't drop a link. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay, so Matthew says to pull up the new channel, which is the Pink Baby Doll Show. Okay, so I'm getting all kinds of stuff for that. Matthew.
It's colorful.
It is color. Well, that's not his. That's not the one that we're looking for here. Yeah, so I'm going through and go to channel. Yeah, man, I'm not seeing it. Can you drop a link somewhere or log in from that channel, Matthew, and do it that way? Yeah, if you can keep an eye out for that too, and let me know when it's in there if you wouldn't mind. Alrighty, so let's see here. So we are going to go back to Stu here. So Stu Crompton, bestbricky.com, and you got YouTube up here as well. So the first thing is I would focus everything right here on this middle part, which is what you're doing anyway. But I would just take the YouTube off because they're on YouTube. You know, it's not necessary to have that on there, and that it makes this cleaner and less distracting as well, and keeps everything focused on your branding and your website.
That's going to get chopped off on a mobile device anyway.
Yeah. Good point. In addition to that, as we scroll on, hey, congratulations on almost 10,000 subscribers.
All right.
By the way, so I'm going to click on this just to kind of help you get over that hump there.
All downhill from there.
Yeah, all downhill from there. Yeah, he's close though. I mean, he's within. If you're in the chat right now, head over here. If you're into it looks like he's doing building stuff. If you like to learn how to build things and like to see people do like bricklaying and all of that stuff, and golf apparently, then head over here and subscribe to Stu Crompton and help get him over that 10,000 subscriber milestone. Because that's a big one. You know, hitting that 10,000 subscriber milestone, that's a big deal. Anybody that's hit it knows that. Anybody that's trying to hit it, you know that as well. So definitely head over there and support Stu to help Stu get over that hump there. So here we have yours uploads. That's cool. So you're showing people that you're current. One thing I want to mention as well that I've noticed on a lot of channels lately is a lot of people will put their most popular uploads here at the top, which on a desktop is cool, right? Here he has uploads. He's doing it right. But they'll have their most popular uploads up here at the top. But what happens is when you go to view their channel on a mobile phone, it looks like, unless they have a lot of recent popular videos, it looks like they're not updating their channel. Because like on a, like
they don't see the movement,
right? Like on an iPhone, for example, like or on an Android, when you go to a channel page, you can scroll down and you can get through videos relatively fast. But if you do it on an iPhone, you actually see more videos than you do on an Android.
Oh, really?
Yeah, per playlist. So basically, you have to scroll through a lot of content in order to see that they're currently updating, which is interesting. So. Let's see here. How to lay bricks, bricklaying tutorials, fantastic. Learn how to lay brick and build walls with a full range of bricklaying videos by Stu Crompton, also fantastic.
I love the fonts, nice and easy. You can read those.
Yeah, on the thumbnails.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing though that I do want to say is that this particular one is really busy. Like you have the bricklaying here, you have your branding over here, which the branding is good. You have how to build extension plus your website day one. Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of stuff that you're trying to do on here. I would focus these on what it is that you're doing for the viewer and use it less as a banner as far as like an ad is concerned for the website. Use it less as a banner and more to show what it is that you're going to be showing people. You know, like you're doing in these other ones, because you're keeping these other ones relatively simple. So so that's a win
like
there.
How to build a pro porch.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That you know what? Because that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
I don't want to read a whole bunch of stuff. Just guide to bricklaying.
Right.
Beginner's bricklaying.
And another thing as well, this isn't going to hurt you as far as the algorithm or anything like that is concerned, but one thing that for the sake of user experience that I would recommend is right now you have how to build a brick extension on a house day one, and it's all lowercase except for the D and day. On a lot of these, like you're kind of making this stuff not match up. Here you're like all lowercase, here you're doing title case, here you're lowercase again. So you're kind of mixing that up. I would at the very least capitalize the very first word in your description, just for the sake of user experience when they see it.
We could have used this guy's help in putting the studio together.
Yeah.
Stu,
absolutely.
You want to fly over to Thailand and rebuild the studio?
Right. Come over here, help us out. I mean, I don't know if you weld as well as bricklay, but we need somebody to help us weld this thing on the front too. if you can do that.
Yeah. Come on over, Stu.
I'm gonna refresh his page here, see if he's crossed 10,000 yet. If you haven't came over here to Stu, let's get Stu over that spot.
I can't see the full count because it's squished down.
Yeah, right now he's at 9,900 and some change. I'm actually going to pull him up right now.
Yeah, let's get him over that hump.
Yeah, I'm going to see where he's at real time. Oh, okay, 952. So we got a ways to go. So okay, so we probably won't get him over that hump. But right now he's at 952. So if you
here he comes.
Sorry,
here
966.
Here
so if you haven't went over there yet, I mean, come on, 34. Right now, there's 104 people watching in here.
Guys, let's
surely
do this.
34 people are into watching people build stuff. Let's take
him
over the take him over the edge here. We got 34 people to go. Come on, let's see him get over that hump.
I think we should just pause the reviews until
just wait.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
Just wait it out. We got all night.
Yep.
Yeah, we got all night.
Yep. It's only midnight here.
Yep. Right. And they're like, "Oh, really? It's midnight there." Well, it's like noon.
Yeah.
It's noon where they are. All right, 967. Come on, let's get this over that 10,000 mark.
Come on,
everybody. Do it for Stu.
Do it
for Stu. There's 68. Come on, do it for Stu. Do it for Stu. If you're into bricklaying.
Pam subbed. Way to go, Pam.
969. Come on, if you're into anything brick related,
Stu,
let's get Stu over that 10,000.
Come on, everybody.
Get Stu over that 10,000.
Pink Baby Doll Show.
Milestone.
Subscribe to Stu. Let's go.
Yeah, let's Let's get him over. Okay, we got 70, 71. Getting close. Getting close. Come on. Let's all celebrate this with Stu because we know how big that first 10,000 milestone is.
This is huge.
This is a big deal. Let's all celebrate this with Stu. Help Stu get over the hump here. This is awesome.
Yeah, right now Stu's like, yes.
I know Stu's like, come on,
guys.
Come on. Yeah, Stu, get your screen recorder ready. Get your video camera ready so that you can make that 10,000 subscriber video because hopefully you're going to go over that 10,000 mark here in a second. He's probably out like driving.
Bearded drums or so. Yeah, everybody's subbing. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, we got just a little bit more here. We got 25 more.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. We're getting close.
Stu, get out your recorder.
Yeah, man, let's do it. Stu's probably driving down the street right now like, oh, my God, wait, no, I don't have my camera ready. Yep. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, 81. Oh, yeah, we're getting so close here. So close. Yeah, Stu, man, here we go, man. We're doing it, Stu. We got 18 left to go. 18 left to go, Stu. Oh, yeah, here we go. 17.
All right.
Come on, let's get Stu over the hump. We've got 17 more to go.
Yep. You guys are going to do this for Stu. Do it for Stu.
Hashtag do it for Stu.
That's right. Let's do it right now. Hashtag do it for Stu.
Do it for Stu. Hashtag do it for Stu.
That's right. We're going to hit 10,000 right here.
Yep, we've got 14 left to go. So let's do it for Stu. Do it for Stu. Do it for Stu. If you got friends, you got family members, share this somewhere. Let's get people in here. Yeah, 13 more people to get Stu over that milestone. You know, Stu right now is like, yes.
Now, Stu, you have to buy everybody.
Cross that milestone.
Stu has to buy everybody a drink.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Sub to Stu. Stu's buying you a drink.
Yeah. Super chat to everyone in here. Right.
Right. Yeah. Stu's buying you a drink. Yeah, so we've got 13 more.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep Stu up on the page. Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna look at Chris Ladd's header.
There it goes. Do it for Stu.
Yeah, we got 11 more. I'm gonna look at Chris Ladd's header, and then after that,
10 more.
I'm gonna come back and see if Stu has crossed the 10,000 milestone. You know what?
You know what?
Somebody left.
No, we gotta wait.
Somebody left.
Yep. Who left?
There we go. Oh, look at that. Come on, Stu. We've got you right here, my man. We've got you. You're getting ready to cross that milestone.
Yeah, we're gonna watch.
You know, he probably left.
Yeah, Stu checked out. He's
he probably checked out a long time ago. He's probably like, huh?
He gave up hope.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. Here we go. 4 more. 4 more, and we got Stu. We've got 4 more. Come on, Stu. 5 more. 5 more. Come on, Stu. Here we go. We're so close. 4 more. Do it for Stu. Do it for Stu. Tell a family member. Tell a friend, a family member.
Call a buddy. Bring a friend.
Do it for Stu.
Yep.
This is fantastic.
We're going to watch.
Come on, we got 5 more. Yeah, we're watching.
Hey, Stu, you remember us little people.
Yep, that's right. Keep us in mind, Stu.
Yep.
When it's time to look back and be like, you know what? Who am I going to reach out to lift up Stu? Keep us in mind. Absolutely. Stu, we've got 5 more. We kind of stalled out. We've kind of stalled out. Here we go. Oh, 3 more. 3 more. Here we go. 3 more to go. Come on, Stu. Do it for Stu. Hashtag do it for Stu. Going to put that in the chat right now. Hashtag
do it for Stu.
Do it for Stu.
Look at
right
that.
there. Hashtag do it for Stu. Come on, guys. We got 3 more. Let's get Stu over the edge. 2 more, and then Stu crosses that 10,000 subscriber threshold. Yep. This is awesome. Way to go, Stu.
Yep.
On this 10,000 subscriber, on this 10,000 subscriber milestone. This is fantastic. Do it for Stu. We've got 2 more until Stu crosses that 10,000 subscriber milestone. Come on, guys. Do it for Stu. If you subscribed to Stu, put do it for Stu.
Oh, we just lost one.
Put the hashtag do it for Stu into the chat right now. If you subscribed. If you didn't subscribe yet, don't put it in there. But if you subscribed already, then put do it for Stu in the thing. Here we go. We got 2 more. 2 more, and Stu Crompton crosses the 10,000 subscriber milestone.
This is a community coming together.
Yep, community coming together
to help a creator,
to help a fellow creator
right there
cross the 10,000 subscriber milestone. Boom, there it is, Stu.
Boom!
Just
look at that.
The 10,000 subscriber milestone.
Oh my God, 10,001. Whoa! All right, Stu.
Go, Stu. Congratulations, Stu, on
buddy.
crossing the 10,000 subscriber milestone.
All right, man. Look at that.
All right, way to go, Stu. All right, that
Absolutely
was fantastic.
Awesome. Wow,
yeah,
look at
pumped.
that. Thank
way
you.
Way to go. Yeah,
All
everybody
in
the chat that subscribed to Stu. Look at this right there. Big 10,001 Stu. High five, fist bump to you, my man, for crossing that 10,000 subscriber milestone. Right here live
wow.
on the Saturday live stream show. That's the great example of the community coming together.
Wow.
Right here. Way to go, Stu.
Thank you, everybody who helped with that one. Wow. That was awesome.
Thumbs up to Stu. That was fantastic.
That's
it was exciting.
You do it, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that was
right?
exciting.
That's how it's done.
That is. For
Mic
sure.
drop, we're out of here.
Yep. Yeah, that was it. That's done for the day. All right, so yeah, Stu, back on your thing here. Now that you have 10,000 subscribers, you got some people you got to impress here.
He's gone. He said, "Forget you guys."
Yeah, he's like, "All right, yeah, I'm out of here, fellas." Look at that. Subscribe now. It's at that 10,000 mark. Way to go, Stu.
Boom.
Fired up, man. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Stu.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Okay, so with your thumbnails, like what you're doing there, that like your fonts and stuff that you're using, all that looks cool. You're putting together, like you have a look, which is cool. The fact that you have you as the person on here is also a win. With your imagery here, that's awesome. But because you are the star of this show, so to speak, I would definitely get you on these thumbnails as well, as long as you are in all of the videos. How to lay bricks, bricklaying tutorials, that is good. Now, one thing that that you're doing here, Stu, it looks like you're not doing it anymore, but creating the golf videos and then creating the bricklaying videos, it kind of creates a nice big disconnect as far as your content is concerned. If you're doing it for the sake of, hey, I just want to make this stuff, that's one thing. But you can really massively make improvements on your viewer to subscriber ratio if you focus on one type of content instead of mixing everything up. So congratulations to you too, Stu, for crossing that 10,000 subscriber milestone. High five, fist bump, all of that good stuff to you, my friend. Okay, so this he wants me to look at the header. Yeah, you're solid there, I think, on mobile. Really close on mobile there, so you're good. The Ladd music. Chris Ladd, new cover every Monday and Thursday. That is fantastic. The thing of you singing up here, that is also good.
Yeah, I really like that picture.
Yeah, I do too. It's good. It's like, hey, there's a musician here. Like something's going on music related, which is good.
Right.
So as far as your header is concerned, yeah, man, I think that definitely looks good and it's nice and clear. One thing that may help this a little bit, you have that drop shadow casting on the background there. If you pulled that in just a little bit, it will help that white text stand off of those lighter colors there in the background a little bit.
The distance is too far.
Yeah, I'd pull that in just a little bit, just to tighten that up a little bit and help that text stand out a little bit more.
Is he gonna make it on the left side there on mobile?
I think so. It'll be really close. Maybe a little bit of that follow might be cut off, but I think overall he would be okay. And another thing too, and this is just being picky. This isn't like a big deal, but I would also fade this because you have a really hard cut line right here.
Oh yeah, it just makes it.
Does it?
Yeah, it just makes it.
I would also do a like a fade of some kind here to just kind of make it an easier transition into the dark spaces over there on the left and the right. But yeah, man, the header looks good. One thing to keep in mind too is you're doing follow Ladd music here, and you're putting these up here, which kind of takes away from all of this. You can do that here by just adding the links here. But again, keep in mind, because right now you have 194 subscribers, and if you're wanting to grow your channel, and if YouTube is your priority social media platform, you want to try to keep people on YouTube as much as you possibly can right now while you're trying to pick up that initial momentum. Mike Cola. What's going on, Mike? Huh?
If you play that through this way, can we hear
his songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, but I don't do that for the sake of like copyright and things like that, because if we play it in the stream and it ends up being something that so for the sake of copyrights and making sure that I'm compliant and all that, I have to.
Well, I'm going to listen to him later.
That. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I actually subscribe to him on another account too.
Yep. Let's get him to 10,000 now.
I know, right? Okay, so Mike Cola Fitness, how you have fitness, health, nutrition, style, MikeColaFitness.com. So here, this is good. You have MikeColaFitness.com. You're basically saying, hey, you're on a fitness channel. You have fitness imagery, which is also good. You put you up here. You say you do fitness, health, nutrition, style, which is all under the healthy living umbrella, so to speak. All of that is fantastic for sure. From a style perspective, I would definitely adjust some of this stuff. Like I would kind of center up, have like your Mike Cola Fitness maybe at the top, and then kind of do like a fitness bar, health bar, nutrition bar, style bar, something like that, just to kind of make it a little bit more stylish. You can use canva.com to put something together that will look a little bit nicer, but on at the bare bones level, having the actual information on there is a win for sure.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I'm just saying from a stylistic standpoint, I would definitely play with this to see if you can get it to actually look a little bit better to make that more impressive presentation when people actually get there. But you have all of the right elements, so you're fine on that aspect. It's just dialing it in just for the sake of that visual authority when people land on your channel page. Pre-workout meal, excellent. Debunked. Oh yeah, even pressing some buttons there. That's fantastic.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. You're using you as the main branding element, which is also fantastic.
Well cropped.
Yep, you're doing the fitness contrarian there, and you're showing that you obviously know what it is that you're talking about by showing your own physique.
Yep,
which is also good. You are. I'm guessing this is probably something that people search for. So you're also doing good there. I'm guessing this is probably pretty competitive. If you make this, and I'm just taking the guess. I haven't done the research for that, but that seems like something people would search for like crazy. But I could be wrong. If it is extremely competitive, then I would make this just a little bit more long tail, just for the sake of dominating that particular spot. Because when it comes to YouTube, sometimes it's more valuable to be a really big fish in a small pond than it is trying to be a small fish in a really big pond. So keep that in mind as well. Another thing too, you actually you're fine here because you're still you still have you in these. However, like I see what you're doing as far as how I'm breaking this down for the particular types of content that I'm putting out. Like this playlist, I'm going to have this look. This playlist, I'm going to have this look, and all of that. I like the new stuff that you're doing. This. I would roll with this on all of your content.
I agree. That looks really good.
Yeah. And in addition to that, also like the MC that you have here, like I wouldn't even have that on there. Like because your face, I would just have your style right here. Let people get used to looking for your style. This right here, I would scoot any of this additional stuff over here to the left, like you have it here, and I would take the MC off so that it just reduces the clutter, makes it that much easier to consume.
Yeah, good advice on that one.
Thanks. Yeah, I've done this a couple of times.
What?
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Icy Halo.
All right. Hey, did Matthew Furman come back in on the other channel?
I've been looking, and unless I overlooked him, I don't see.
Okay, Matthew, did you come back in? We got to wait for the delay on that because we've got like a. Hey, if you want to take the screen thing off, and then I'll sit here and try to pull him up.
Okay.
While that's going on.
There we go. Yeah, I got up and had to check the cameras, and I may have lost something. But.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a double check here to see. So is the screen off?
No, you're on now.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
you're live.
You're live. So let me see here. Let me refresh this, and then I'm here. I'm looking for your channel, Matthew. So let's see here. I got to pull Icy Halo up as well. Okay, there's that. And then let me go back here.
I can see people unsubscribing from Stu. That's okay, Chris. More people are going to pick it up.
Yeah, it's all right. We're trying to get him over that hump, and as this video is out there in the ether, other people that are interested specifically in the brick stuff, they will definitely go over there and subscribe to him. That
little bump probably did not go unnoticed from YouTube as well.
Yeah, right. It was a nice flood.
Right. They'll give him a little bit of love.
Okay, is Matthew saying anything? I think you mentioned the
here. I think I am on that account.
Okay, you're still coming up on the Matthew Furman account. Matthew, can you put in there what it's called again, just so I can? Okay, Pink Baby Doll Show. That's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah,
Dr. Stein.
Pink. Oh, okay, yep, I see it. You know what's funny is when I click it, let me see if I do this. No, that doesn't do it. Yeah, I see if I do the @ then it comes up, but I can't open it. Oh, let's see if that does it. No, that opens the image. Yeah, I can't. Let's do Pink Baby Doll Show. Okay, search instead for Pink Baby Doll Show together. See if that comes up. No, nothing's coming up there. Yeah, is anybody else able to get that Pink Baby Doll Show in the results? Even if I go by channel, I still can't. Yeah, I still can't get it. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to channel. Yeah, it's not coming up no matter how if I search for it together or if I search for it separately, it still doesn't come up. I'm looking under channel. I'm gonna hop into chat here real quick and see if he.
I get toy pudding when I put in. Pink
Yeah,
Baby Doll Show.
same here. I get like a bunch of other stuff. Okay, I think Doug found it. Oh, I think a couple people found it here. Yeah, I think Vigard also found it. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Boom.
And we're gonna move it over and bring it onto the screen. You ready?
Almost. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
And here you go.
Okay. So, in your case, Matthew, for this, you have Pink Baby Doll Show Play and Learn. I would make it specific about what it is that they are playing and what it is that they are learning. I mean, Play and Learn is okay, but I would do something like, let's see here, Baby Dolls. Like, I would do something like, like educational kids videos or something like that. Just make it clear that it's for kids. I would also soften this up a little bit here to kind of have it blend into what's going on in the background. The fact that you're using this up here, that's fantastic. Definitely on the right path there.
Yeah.
All of your stuff here is like crazy vibrant, which is also fantastic. So I would keep doing that. I'm sure from previous conversations that we've had, I'm sure that you're probably optimizing all this stuff for search as well. But as far as like your imagery is concerned, in my opinion, you are nailing it. As far as imagery is concerned, I mean,
I totally agree.
I mean, that's just off the hook as far as how vivid all of that stuff is. So yeah, I think you're definitely on the right path with that. And you're using the best practices as far as actually using the platform is concerned, or the channel is concerned. But yeah, I would adjust this a little bit, and I would make it a little bit more clear what's going on in the channel, because play and learn, that's kind of a wide net to throw. I would just fine tune what it is that you're actually offering on the channel a little bit. But yeah, hit me up on Facebook, and we can talk about that a little bit more. I got your email, by the way, so I will be responding to that either tonight or tomorrow as well.
Well, what did I just see on there with Stu?
With Stu?
Was that something I saw with Stu in 10,000?
Oh, yes. Yeah, Corbin Connection tweeted that he said, congratulations on hitting the 10,000 K. Rewatched Nimmin's live stream. He helped you get there, man. It was awesome. And then the 10,000 milestone subscriber count thing there, which is pretty awesome.
Do it for Stu.
Yeah, congratulations again, Stu.
Woo.
Okay, so now we are going to, if you want to pull up the pull up my cam, we are going to hop into the you know what, I have Icy Halo to do real quick.
Okay.
And then we're gonna hop into the chat and start pulling people out.
Okay.
So keep the screen on right now. Let me do Icy Stew. Or Icy Halo.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. That's cool. It's like Nerdy Explorer. Stay nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like
Stay
that.
frosty.
Stay frosty.
Yeah, I do too. So Icy Halo, that is cool. Stay frosty, that is cool. Having your catchphrase on there.
That might be a little big for mobile, maybe on the edges.
Yeah, the cartoons are gonna get cut off for sure.
Yeah.
But also Icy Halo and Stay Frosty doesn't tell me anything about the content that you create. So I would definitely define what it is that you're doing. I see that you're doing it with your imagery, saying that you do cartoon or gaming type of content. That's what it looks like anyway at a glance. But what I would do is I would make sure to define what it is that you are, what it is that you're doing on your channel here.
Yes.
With your thumbnails, you definitely need to get a look and style together so people can recognize your content as your content. That's basically like a style that you use when you're making your stuff. That's fonts that you use. That's colors that you always use and things like that, so that people can recognize it's your stuff. I would also get more of your content here on the channel page as well, because it looks like you probably have a lot of content, and yes, you absolutely do. So I would definitely make sure to get more of your content here on the channel page as well, because you got a ton of content,
a lot of videos.
Yeah, and you don't want people to have to go to your videos tab, because you're creating extra steps that they have to take in order to get to your content. And in most cases, people don't care enough to take those extra steps. So you want to make it as easy as possible for them to be able to consume more of your content. All right, so now I'm going to hop into the free side,
totally free
of this part, and we're gonna pull up some random channels here.
That's $0.
So it's what?
$0.
Yeah, $0. Doesn't cost anything. I'm gonna start pulling up some. Hey, Homes by C&B. I was talking about you there a little bit earlier. Nice to see you here in the chat. I hope you are digging the new studio here. Creative Queen X, what is going on? Nice to see you in here as well. Skizzle Axe says, hey, this guy is zombies like me. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Had to do that. Like, anytime like an oh, yeah happens, like, you have that, like, oh, yeah, I got to do a boom, boom.
Lean back.
Okay, so, oops, I just closed Twitter on accident, but that's okay.
Oh, way to go.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't have to have Twitter open. That's okay. All right, so let's see here. Where was I going to go with that? I was going to go into chat, and we're going to start pulling out some people randomly from chat. Yuli Armstrong, what is going on? Nice to see you in here as well. Fantastic to see you in here, actually. Homes by C&B, nice to see you. I Drew Games, nice to see you too, and thanks. You say that you love my videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate you as a viewer and as a person. Veron Plays says, review me, please. Jason Burchell says that they have a beard. That's cool. You're in good company here. You're in good company here. Let's see here. So we are going to open up a few random channels here. So I'm not going to let you know what they are right now, but you'll know what they are as soon as my screen gets shared. But right now, we are not. We're not going to show those. I'm going to open up 2, and then we're going to look at those, and then we're going to go back to the chat, and then we're going to pick up a little more. So we will pull up. Let's see here. I'm grabbing this one, and I'm grabbing this one. And okay, yeah, this is a good one. So I'm gonna pull up that. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Go ahead and drop in the chat. You know, if you want me to check out your channel, now is the time to drop that. We've been keeping notes on the ones that have kept saying it, and those are the people that probably won't get pulled up. But the everybody that wants their channel looked at, definitely please go ahead and say it now. Let's see here. Piranha Cupcake, please review my channel. Let me see what you have going on. And make sure, guys, too, that you are following the rules that are down in the description as far as, you know, making sure that you have uploaded recently, making sure that you have a custom channel layout, making sure that, you know, that you're using playlists, all that stuff. Basically to make sure that you are, you know, doing some of the basic stuff as far as it comes to your channel.
Make an effort.
Yeah, make an effort. Let's see here. Can you have a look at my tweet? I actually closed Twitter, so I will look at your tweet after the stream. But right now I'm here on YouTube doing the looking at these. So we can do all that later. Let's see here. I need your help to my channel. Review my channel. Let's take the look at this one.
Super chat.
Say super chat just came in?
Yep.
Okay. So, okay, I'll definitely take a look at this one as well.
Said I sent you mail. Question about channel description.
Okay. Let's see here. I sent you a mail. Question about channel description.
That's
okay.
West Bosnia.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely respond to that. Let's see here. So Savage Scientist, for your channel trailer.
We pull them up?
I don't look at channel trailers, and the reason for that is because you know, like copyright and things like that. I just like to play it safe. So I don't play any audio. I don't look at any videos. If they happen to be playing just a little clip or whatever, that's fine. But as far as actually like watching the channel trailer, I definitely don't do. I definitely don't do that. Let's see here. Let me scroll down, grab another one here, and then we will see what we do here. Kit Slams Art, thank you. Let's see here. Let's do this one here. Let's see what this one's about. Okay, so we've got 2 up right now, so we're going to go to those, and
on deck, Woodman's Survival.
Yep, on deck, Woodman's Survival. Survival Gears reviews, tips, and reviews every week. So Woodman's Survival, you definitely are on the right path there, but you have to keep in mind the mobile devices. So
right.
What you want to do is you want to pull out your smartphone right now if you have a smartphone, and you want to look at your channel art, and you're going to get cut off somewhere around here, and you're going to get cut off somewhere around here. So look at this on a mobile phone and just kind of resize this so that it works on a mobile device.
You know what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. As soon as you pull that up.
Yeah, this
Survival
is
Gear Reviews,
crystal
boom.
clear. Yeah, crystal clear. Know what it is you're doing. You nailed it out of the park there. So as far as that's concerned, you nailed it. And in your imagery back here of the shot in the woods and all that stuff, that's also cool. But this up here, you've made it crystal clear what it is that you're doing, and that's exactly what it is that you want to do. You just, in your case, the only thing you need to do there is just scale it down a little bit to make sure that it fits on a mobile device and it looks good on a mobile. Another thing for you is I would definitely get more content onto your channel page, because right now, if I land on your channel page, right, like here you uploaded a video 3 days ago, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, but when I land on your channel page, I see 4 months ago. Like if I just watched one of your videos and I came to your channel page, I see you uploaded this 4 months ago, and I see your popular uploads here that 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months, and 2 months ago. It looks like to me that you've bailed on this channel and that you're not making content anymore.
Right.
But I know that that's not the case because I just looked at your videos page, but you want to make that crystal clear to the people that are going to be landing on your channel page that, hey, you know, I update on a regular basis. You know, you can depend on me for this type of content, right? So you definitely want to get more of those videos here onto your channel page. In addition to that, I would be careful here with using this red because it really blends in to the background of your thumbnails. This right here is better. I would basically pick this font that you're using right here because this is really easy to read. Like you could read this no matter what. You can scale this down small. You're going to be able to read it. You can have bad eyes and you're still going to be able to read this font. I would use this font in all of your thumbnails. I would either have it white or have it, a color that's going to pop off of the backgrounds on whatever image it is that you're doing. But I would definitely transfer this down to here, and I would not use that red text because it's hard to read.
It gets lost.
It does. Really easily gets lost. Next up is Piranha Cupcakes. Really colorful looking artwork here. That looks cool. I love how that looks. Let's Play. So you're making Let's Play videos. Piranha Cupcake is your channel name, and you're saying that you do weekly updates. Fantastic. This is going to get cut off on a mobile device. I'm assuming you probably know that. That's why it's just kind of off to the side as a compliment, but I think this is awesome. I would actually put this like maybe over here or something so that people can see that because it's just really fun.
Well, they have it in the avatar.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. It's kind of hard to see though. Like I can't really decide or not decide. I can't really see what it is actually.
You can't decide if it exists there or not.
Right? Is that real? Is that really real?
When you decide, it will be there.
but yeah. I think also in your profile picture, maybe just using the head or something like that would be a bigger win there than putting that whole thing in there, because that is really difficult to know what that is. I know. And because I'm seeing this first, right? So it's like, oh, okay, well, hey, that's that. But for people that are seeing this first, you want them to be able to see what it is that to basically see a better image of that.
Cute header though.
Oh, it's
colorful,
great. The
cute.
Colors look great. Yeah, I mean it's fantastic. Absolutely. Totally agree. Let's see here. As I scroll down the page, let's see what goes on, what happens in the brain. This is cute with your how you're using that as your branding thing on there. That's cool. What are your thoughts on this, D?
Well,
I like that breath. I don't know if you noticed that sigh or not.
That's I'm trying to process. Like I see that the header, and it's super colorful and it's playful. And I scroll down, I see the dolls. But then you teased me with the thumbnails under that, and it brought more color again.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, there's no uniform look there. They're breaking it into sections, so that's good.
Yeah, I see what you're doing here with the playlist, right? You're basically trying to say, hey, this playlist looks like this playlist looks like this, and all of that.
But there should be something that ties them all together.
Right. And they're using this Venus flytrap, I think is what that is. They're using the cupcake Venus flytrap. They're using that as a way to bring those together. One thing I would do.
I didn't even notice that on the top row of thumbnails.
Oh, this right over here on the side.
Totally overlooked it.
So one thing that might be a better win there is taking this blue pattern that you have going on here in the background and maybe putting that there. Yeah. So you have like that color there, and you have your little fly trap dude.
Yeah.
Basically representing your stuff there.
It pulls the blue down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. If you want to pull it back on the camera, I will go through and do pick up some more. All right, so we're gonna scroll down. Let's see here. Let's see if we can look at your channel here. Okay, let's see. I
Super
love
chat
your
just came in.
advice. Yeah, I think that's Rodney, I believe. Let's see what Rodney has to say. Hey, Nick, I changed my channel art in this week's thumbnails. Let me know what you think. I will pull Rodney up as well. Okay, if you want to pull the screen up, I have two right here in the queue. I have Rodney, and I have a free one also.
Josephine.
And she's a singer-songwriter as well, so she'd probably sing that a lot better than you and I just did. Yeah, so Josephine, on yours, if you're still in the chat here, on yours, Josephine, singer, songwriter, covers, and life. That's cool. Basically, you're doing, songwriting and singing. You're doing covers, and you're doing vlog-style content. That's fantastic. You've got your picture up there of you, which is also fantastic. From an outside perspective, from somebody that doesn't know you, personally, I would like zoom in on this picture a little bit because you can see your face up there. Like, this is a fantastic picture right here for people being able to recognize you. But this particular picture here, like, your face is so small, it's really hard to make out. And I'm sure on a mobile device it's even worse.
I would put the okay, she's got the one framed picture really up close. It looks really nice. I would put a picture of her maybe singing.
Yeah, that'd be a great fit too.
Because I'm personally, I don't read a lot when I'm going through thumbnails and stuff.
I'm the same way.
I'm looking at images and stuff like that. So yeah, if I see her singing, I know exactly. If I'm too lazy to read,
sure.
Just in case singer-songwriter, doesn't catch my attention, I can see her singing. That makes more sense than her standing there.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, but the other picture, yeah, right on point.
As I scroll down, I like what you're doing with this, but you kind of lost it.
Yep.
Over here. But I like what you're doing with this pink thing and having you in there as well. I think that's definitely a good way to go. I would keep going that route.
I would roll with that.
Yeah. And let me check out your videos too. Okay. So yeah, I would also get more of your content on your channel page, but I would definitely roll with this style that you have going on right there and keep doing that. So Rodney here. Tech tips for creators, new videos every Monday and Friday, hosted by Rodney B. So yeah, basically he's doing tech tips for creator. That's part of what we're going to be doing here on this on the channel as well. For the new channel that we're opening. If you haven't subscribed to that yet, to our new channel, make sure there's a link down in the description below. Make sure that you go down there and that you check that out. You subscribe to that right now, and that you click the bell as well. But Rodney, yeah, with how you have your face in here, that is that's good because then they can recognize you with the color, very bright and energetic. This is a lot easier to read for sure. New videos every Monday and Friday, excellent. Hosted by you, also excellent. Side tip: one thing that I would do is I would bump these up just a tad so that they line up with the bottom of this right here. Just a little side thing that I personally would do if that was mine. Because this one down here looks a little low. This one looks like it might be cloose.
But you're counting pixels there. But I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's right up your alley.
I'm all about counting pixels.
He's all about counting pixels. But yeah, I would definitely bump these up a little bit. So yeah, that header definitely looks a lot better, and it's a lot easier to understand. And really, man, if you're doing tech tips for creators, like in your case, man, like if you're doing general camera stuff, you don't have to just focus it on YouTube creators because people are creating content for Facebook. They're creating content for everything. So like on my channel, it makes sense because I'm doing like specific YouTube stuff. But on your channel, man, you can focus on creators in general, widen your market up a little bit because that, with the new channel that we're working on, that's what we're doing there too, is we're widening up a bit because, content creation is bigger than just YouTube, so go for this. That's cool. Totally your thing. Do whatever it is that you want in those terms. But by doing this, you're kind of pigeonholing yourself into that, which there's a lot more, stuff that you can be making content for if you just do tech and tips for content creators instead of just YouTube creators.
I really like that. They're just dead center tech tips for
it looks
creators.
Great. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Whoever did this did a great job.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So with this, I would also, like this is like a nice, clean, stylistic look. Would you agree with that?
Totally.
When you come down here, this style doesn't match
the header.
What's going on up here?
It's too chunky.
Yeah, so I would sync this stuff up because like this works for me, right? Because it works with my style and how I structure my thumbnails and all of that stuff. But for you, I would match your thumbnails up to what it is that you're doing up here so that you have that, so it all syncs up.
For the bold fonts, I wouldn't use the small one. Like
Sure.
Yeah. I think that would look good. It would look nice and clean.
Okay, so what do we got here? Let's scroll in. Let's pick a couple more. If you want to turn it on the camera, I will scroll through here. If you want your channel looked at, then go ahead and pull up here. And while I'm looking around at channels also, I want to take a second here just to hop on camera and say if you have any YouTube questions or anything like that, go ahead and drop them in the chat right now as well, so that I can hop in and answer some of those also while we are queuing two more channels up. Let's see here.
The corner.
You know, Monster High Life Doll Shows and Crafts said, "What happened to the grades?" You know what? I actually, for whatever reason, I think because we kind of started. Yeah, we started in a flurry here, and until you just said that, it didn't even register.
You know what? I actually thought about that.
Did you?
But I thought that you had put it in. Like
yeah, man, it didn't even register. Yeah, yeah, like because we just like came in on
right,
it.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So it didn't even register because I was just thinking like go. Yeah, so even like once we got to this part, for whatever reason, it just didn't jump in my head. So let's see here. Just got here. Happy HAPPY.
Oh, the extra P.
Yep, got the extra P. Welcome to the live chat. There, Happy. Feel free to mingle, get to know everybody, get to take a look around, see what's going on, talk to some people, check out some channels, interact, all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. So we've got Stu Crompton is back in the chat saying that it would be cool to meet up to some people for sure. Meeting up with other YouTubers. When I first... Oh, you're going to be in Bangkok next year. Okay, Stu. Here's the deal, man. When
here you go.
Yeah, when you are coming over, we're up in Chiang Mai, but when you are coming over, definitely shoot me a message. Here's the thing. I have a link... or an email address down in the description. So hit that email, send me an email just so we can, make that initial contact. Because once you send an email to that one, then I'm going to actually give you a different email to use. So shoot an email there, and we will definitely meet up if you happen to come to this area while you are in town, or if we happen to be in Bangkok around a similar time or whatever. But we can, we can have that conversation via email. So definitely hit the thing down there. And in addition to that, that's what I was about to say. In addition to that, Stu, the Creator Insights channel that I keep telling people to go to right now, that we're going to be launching soon. This thing right here that we're doing with this studio. This seat, I don't know which camera is on right now, but
that one.
That one, okay, perfect. This seat that you see right here with the TV. There's also another microphone that goes here, another seat that goes here, so that we can pull in guests. So when you come, if you happen to come to Chiang Mai, we'll actually have you on the show if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And you can sit right there, and we can talk about your channel, talk about the struggles you've had, what you've learned, some tips to help other creators and things like that. So definitely get in touch. We would love to have you on the show when you swing through. When you swing through.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can talk about it's the same Stu that just hit the 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We can talk about that a year from now.
Yeah. Well, he said next year. So
next year, 2018.
Yeah, he said next year. So yeah, so it'll be sometime in 2018. So yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so one thing I want to check on here. Do it for Stu.
We're gonna push that until next year.
Yeah, until you get here. Yeah, until you get here. Do it for Stu.
Yep.
Let's see here. Holmes by CNB sent a super chat to say, just because you do a good job and talked about me before. Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate that. Holmes by CNB. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a couple more here. Joe Roderick says, Nick D, volume is still very soft. So I'm not sure how that's coming through. If we could get some co-signing on that to let us know, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it might be louder in our headphones than what's actually coming through the stream, which is definitely
here. Let me try
possible.
something here. 1 second. Hold
on. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking then while you are getting ready to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see here. Azzy says you are both awesome commentators. Thank you.
Thank you very much
for that. We appreciate feedback, good and bad. Like as an example, earlier we had the thing about our sign being all in the wrong place. So that feedback is going to help us make it better. So we definitely appreciate that type of feedback as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see here. Stider says, Nick, I'm a graphic designer. Please review my channel. See, making that personal connection. I see what you're doing there.
Right.
I see what you're doing there.
Pulling on the little graphic design heartstrings.
Yeah, being on that, like, hey man, I'm doing the graphic design thing too. You know,
the
like,
struggle
I
is
got
real.
it.
The
struggle's real.
Man,
right. Yeah, I got your channel pulled up. Yeah, you're in the queue there. Yeah, well done.
He's in the trenches.
Yeah, he's in the trenches working it. Yep, grinding it out.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to fire him over.
Right. Naomi Crate says that the volume is just fine for her. She's using headphones, so that's cool. Butterfly Baker Cup says that we sound great to them.
Put your headphones on and sit back.
Yeah, sit back, relax.
It's time for the Nick Nimmin show.
We got a lot of volume is good. So it might be that person's settings or their they might just have their volume turned down or
Quiz me. My name is D double E.
Yep, D double E. So Kit Slams Art says, hey, do you have a video about tips for live streaming and how to set it up?
Oh, boy.
Yes. My latest video actually, Kit Slams Art. Have you seen this guy's thumbnails?
No,
dude, I gotta show you this guy's thumbnails. So, we're
gonna get a reaction video here.
Hold on. So my latest video, Kit Slams Art, is about tips for live streaming. In addition to that, I also have a series. It's an OBS series. If you go to my channel page and you scroll down to the playlist grid, you're gonna see a series about how to live stream using OBS from beginner to pro or something like that. So definitely. Go and check that out. That'll show you how to actually set it up, and then the tips are basically just some pointers for when you go live. So yeah, we definitely have that for sure.
Pull it up, man. Let's
pull it up. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see his thumbnail.
So this is Kit Slams Art.
All right, let me.
And
I can tell by the header that this is going to be
man.
Awesome. Right?
Yeah, he makes awesome stuff. So on his channel, right? His channel has come, like the visual representation on his channel has just went by leaps and bounds. Like he's really good at this.
I'm going to subscribe to him right now.
Yeah. I've got the bell check too. I mean, he's got awesome stuff up here.
Slam Art. Hold on here.
Hey, as a side note, Kit Slams Art, if you take the S out of your link there, then your Twitter icon's going to show up. By the way.
All right, I just subscribed, and wow, that first thumb is look at that. It's like an evil.
Oh, dude, it gets better. Scroll down.
Whoa! Hold on. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep scrolling. I mean, and there's one section that I can't wait for you to get to.
Drawing the stuff. Man, look at this.
Let me know once you make it to the Oreo cookie drawings.
Oh, two-handed drawing. Okay. Wow. Is this dude for real?
Awesome stuff, right? Yeah, let me know when you make it down to the...
Whoa! Crayon carvings. Holy cow.
Keep going. Keep going.
Dude,
it just gets better.
Yeah, if you're not looking at this guy's channel in the chat, you need to go look at this guy's thumbnails. These are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's pulled up on the screen right now, his channel is.
Wow, yeah, go. What the hell? No way.
Did you get to the Oreo cookie carvings?
Oreo cookie carvings.
Yep. You see them?
Wow. Look at that.
Wicked, huh?
He's got a Boba Fett on an Oreo cookie.
Yeah. Kylo Ren, Darth Vader. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Wow, he's got the Death Star and an Oreo cookie.
Yeah. Chewbacca.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
Yeah. This is wow. Yeah. Well, I'm subscribed, and I'm just like the next week.
Yeah, that's what you're watching,
I'm
right?
gonna be watching this guy for like the next week.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Yeah, new fan. You have a new fan there, Kit Slam.
Yep, there you go.
Wow.
So next up on the list is we are.
This is what YouTube was made for, right here.
Right. Yeah. Right. Wow. That creative expression, and it comes through in like an amazing way on his channel.
Man.
Yeah,
well done.
Very well done. Okay, so next thing I'm going to pull up here is I'm going to pull up Steitler. This is a graphic designer. So here, gaming tutorials technology. What I would do is I would remove this right here over on the side. I would put this down here underneath what it is that you are doing with your text there as well. And basically use your experience as a graphic designer to kind of lead them through where it is that they need to be looking for that. Also, having an actual theme or having an actual style. Basically, use your graphic design experience to create a recognizable visual style or brand for your thumbnails as well. I see what you're doing here as far as showing people, hey, I'm going to show you how to make glowing text. So you're making a video or a thumb with glowing text on it. That's cool. I get that, but I would do something here to also
tie it all together.
Yeah, something to tie it all together so that people know that it's your stuff for the people that like to learn from you.
Yeah, if even just like a blue border or something like that.
Yeah, just something. Yeah, or like a little thing on the side, or a little corner thing, or something like that.
Something to bring it down from the header and just pull it all together.
Yeah. All right, so you can put the camera on, and then I will go through and I'll pick a couple more here. So for some feedback here, let me know in the chat right now. Let me know with this new setup. Do you think this is cool? Do you think I know that we have the logo here on the front that we have to change, that we have to raise up a little bit. Thank you again for your feedback on that.
Thanks on that.
As far as this other stuff, you also helped us as far as the color of the background is concerned with the lighting and all of that stuff. In addition to that, though,
that was what, green, blue, red. Those are the three favorites.
Yeah,
with blue being the
it was it was like it was blue and then red and then green. Yeah,
I wouldn't have figured green.
Yeah,
but that goes to show you.
Yeah, just like testing thumbnails, right? It's getting that feedback.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this and how, like with our camera switching around and that kind of stuff. Is that annoying? Is it interesting? Does it help, make it like look interesting? Like what are your thoughts on that? I would love to get your feedback. Love to know what it is that you think as far as how all of this stuff looks.
Yeah.
And your perception of it, like what do you think? I would love to know your thoughts. If you would take a second and give me that feedback.
Love that set, Jay Malone says.
Nice. This studio kicks mother. Awesome. Thank you, personal driver, for that. Everything looks awesome, and I love the blue lights. Familiar faces here. Yeah, Jay Malone, what is going on, man? Nice to see you in here.
Yeah, Quizny, don't worry, the wires will be put away. Don't worry.
The wires will definitely be put away. Let's see here. Put a sticker on the laptop. Fantastic, Dr. Stan. Yeah, we were talking about that. He told me to do that, and I was like, man, I just got this thing, and it's like, oh, but yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I've been telling him get a sticker on the laptop, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then he never put a sticker on the laptop, and I'm gonna get one on the back of my monitor.
Oh, good, nice.
Because is it Samsung?
Yeah,
they're not paying me to put this brand on here, so
yeah,
but,
self-promotion.
But Samsung, if you're listening, you can.
Yeah, right, and cheap right now too. Get in while the price is good, right? Yeah, so Dr. Stan, thank you for that. Yeah, I'll definitely be putting a sticker on the laptop for sure. Setup looks great.
Nick Stu was asking, what email do you want him to email you at?
If in the description here, there should be one. It's asknimmin@gmail.com. asknimmin@gmail.com. And then from there, I'll send you to another email address once I see that one.
Monster High Life Crafts. They talk about backlighting the logo on the front.
Yeah, that's good too.
We actually built it to run LEDs behind it, the same way you see the glow on the wall.
Yeah, same, just like this.
Right. It's actually built to glow behind the logo, but I just didn't get around to doing it.
Yeah.
And
again, it's the rough draft.
Yeah.
So,
it's still. Ooh, somebody just sent us a 50 super chat.
Oh, nice. E for Electric. That's Alex from E for Electric.
Oh.
Yeah. So
hello,
thanks for that, Alex. Appreciate it, my man. So let's see here. This is towards the ransom for whoever kidnapped Nick. Nice.
That would be me.
That's him. Yeah, that's my brother D. So Alex, this is my brother D because it's on me right now. I don't know if he switched it or not, but Alex, this is my brother D. He's the one that's going to be doing the Creator Insights channel with me. So everybody,
hello.
This is D, and he is the one that's going to be doing the Creator Insights channel with me. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, make sure you click the link down in the description because it's going to be awesome. So make sure that you head over there. A lot of valuable stuff if you're a content creator.
Oh, yeah.
Queens for Infinity TV says, as a streamer myself, I love your setup. That's awesome feedback.
Thank you.
Love the color and the ambient lighting. That is cool. The blue-black is popping. Love that set, says Jay Malone. Love the new setup. Will you be making a video breaking down every piece of equipment that you have?
My language.
Ken
Nick Nimmin language.
Ken of Jimmy Chonga TV. Yes, we will be making a video breaking down
everything.
Breaking down everything. We're showing how we did all this and how we did it on a budget. So the only real expensive stuff that's in here that's like expensive are these two cameras. But with that said, this camera right here, I'm not sure which is on right now, but this camera right here.
The Logitech is on right now.
Okay, so that Logitech, I mean, that's like a $70 camera if you're buying it in the Western world.
Right.
Here, I think it was like $150 or something like that, but in the Western world, it's like a $70 camera. So technically, we'd be able to do the same exact thing with 3 of those.
Right. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to show you how to set up a studio, not on a high budget, but in a medium budget, and we're also going to show you how to do it with a really low budget with minimal equipment.
Yeah.
You don't need the best equipment.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot.
And you don't need a lot, right?
Yeah, real basic setup. Like if you're not having stuff built and all that stuff, like if you're doing this at home or you're doing it in your office or you're doing it, in an environment like that, you can do a similar setup for relatively cheap. I mean, of course, when you're adding all the lights and stuff like that, the price of course goes up. But you can do it for relatively low cost.
Right. And we will show you how to do all of that piece by piece, part by part. We have different microphones. We have different cameras on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you how to do all of that.
Conan Contractor says there's some sync issue. Oh, with the audio. So there's a audio sync issue. Okay, so that's some good feedback that we definitely need to get dialed in.
Has it been going on the whole time, or is this just a recent problem?
Let's see here. Very good. Maybe a logo on the laptop. Also got that one.
Boom.
Yep. I love the multi-cameras, and I want to see how you do it. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
We'll definitely be showing that.
That is magic.
Yeah, man, magic. Directional lighting may be helpful. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. You'll be making a setup tour for Creator Insights. Absolutely, we will.
Yes.
Cameras work on point. Everything RGB. Let's see here.
Personal driver super chat.
So Personal Driver just sent us a super chat too. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yep.
Just hit 1 million minutes watched. I owe all of it to Nick's help. Believe the hype. Follow his advice, and yours will grow to the moon.
Awesome.
Thanks for that feedback, Personal Driver. Congratulations on your first 1 million minutes watched. There will be many, many more. Matthew Furman says he just subscribed to Creator Insights. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to see you over there, Matthew. There'll be a lot of valuable stuff over there that you'll be able to use as well. In My Right Mind says, sorry, late, had to work, but did you talk about the demonetizing of family channels?
Yep, you missed it. No.
Yeah, well, we did talk about demonetizing in general. We definitely did talk about that, but we didn't talk about it specific to to family channels. We'll save that one for the next time, so I can get a couple more channels up here before we wrap this up. Feedback: your brother doesn't get personal time on camera. He does. Yeah, so I guess they want to see you on camera more as well. He is between the two of us. He's definitely the more handsome brother.
This is the Nick Nimmin stream. So
yeah, so on Creator Insights, it's like all him, and I'm gonna be like, hey, turn the camera on over here.
Right. He's gonna be holding the lights.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. And he's gonna be, hey man, get the microphone a little bit closer over there. I'm over there with a boom pole. You know, like, hey. Let's see here.
Key grip. Nick Nimmin, key grip. Right.
Switching camera helps to see the both of you, but the top right image covers part of your brother's head. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this particular situation, that's the case. But on the new channel, which is what all this is built for, on the new channel, that image is not going to be there.
Right.
Also, with the chat, we're still trying to figure out what exactly it is that we're going to do with the chat, as far as if we're going to have that on screen or not, which I think we will. But we're still kind of figuring out the details of that as well.
Yeah, we had a couple hurdles. You know, we have a few pieces of gear we thought were going to work a certain way, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And we didn't find out till the last minute. So, like the monitor here, this should be showing something else, but it's not working the way we wanted it to.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to go. Art Geek Design says half a millisecond off. It's barely noticeable, but much better.
Okay.
So if I was over there, I'd be able to swap that just a little bit to make that adjustment, but it's okay.
All right.
Let's see here. Hey Nick, I have a German channel. I'd like to make an English videos too. Should I start a new English channel or do English and German videos on the same channel? I would do an English channel, and the reason for that, and this is for Failver Sprechen. The reason I would do a different channel that is focused on English, if you're trying to go into the English market, is because if somebody that's trying to learn English comes in and they're watching that particular video and they go to watch more of your content, and then they see, oh, wait a minute, these other 2 playlists are just German, and there's not a lot of English stuff on here, then you're going to create that disconnect. So basically, if you have a German channel and you have an English channel, then everything that somebody's trying to learn on the German channel, that you're going to win. Everything they're trying to learn on the English channel, you're going to win. Instead of creating all those disconnects because of the language barrier.
Boom! Knocked that one right out of the park. Mic drop.
Tried, just didn't go anywhere. Let's see here. Nick, you reviewed my channel last week. Can you review mine again, as I applied the tips and gained 10 subs this week, as I normally gain about 2 per week? Hey, congratulations, Ryan Pad, on that. So because you are making that progress, I will pull you up and see if I remember the channel, and see if I can give you another quick tip here. Real quick. Vlogs, skits, Ryan's Pad challenges, subscribe. Okay, so Ryan's Pad, one thing that that I want to mention here is, did you pull that up by any chance?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. One thing I want to mention here is I would change the color real quick of this Ryan's Pad, just to make it stand out just a little bit more off of this white. Also, the subscribe thing. You're telling people to subscribe, but you're not really saying why they should subscribe. You're not really saying the value that you're giving to them. Here, you're saying the type of content that you provide, which is good, because it helps people identify that, but you're not saying what you're actually doing for the viewer. So having that subscribe call to action on here is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of, I don't want to say, like, it's not working for his favor. What word would I say for that? Just because there's no real reason to have that there, because you're not telling them why they should subscribe, what it is that you're doing for them, right?
Right.
So for that, I would just go ahead and get that off of there, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. In addition to that, just like I've been telling everybody, you definitely want to tie in your branding a little bit. Your text here is difficult to read. I can't. That's all kind of jumbled together, so I would definitely work on that.
No idea what it says.
So I would work on your thumbnails in your case, and I would definitely work on adjusting this a little bit, because you're telling them what it is that you're doing, but you're not saying what it is that you're doing for them enough to put that subscribe call to action there. Another thing too, and this is also going to be kind of weird, but this looks like a button.
Yes.
So because of that, I would, at the very least, if you say, hey Nick, I'm not going to listen to you, I'm going to keep this, I would change it to where it doesn't look like a button, because you don't want people trying to click this and not clicking this over here.
Man, absolutely. Absolutely. I would remove it, or tell them why they should subscribe.
Yeah.
One or the other.
All right, let me scroll down through here. If you want to pull the camera back up.
Alrighty.
Trying to make your fingers hurt by the time this is finished.
No. They already hurt.
All right.
They hurt like an hour ago.
All right, fantastic. Let's see here. My husband and I had a whole conversation about how you say doing.
And how
and how it makes more sense. So Made in Wax Magic says, my husband and I had a whole conversation about how you say doing and how it makes more sense. That's funny. So yeah, that's something that it's kind of like a hashtag, kind of like a joke on the channel now. And the funny thing is I had no idea that I said doing in a weird way until people started mentioning it. It's funny what you don't know about yourself until people start saying, like, your flaws, right?
Okay, well,
in communication. Like, why didn't you ever say anything to me all this time? You know, say doing.
Doing.
You're close.
Yeah, it doesn't. See, when you say doing, it doesn't sound weird to me, like, at all.
Yeah, you've always heard me say it that way, I guess.
Right, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't sound weird in any way, shape, or form. Doing. Say it.
Doing. Yeah.
Doing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fun thing if you're not familiar with that yet. Basically, sometimes I'll do like the hashtag in my videos and things like that. So it's just a fun thing.
How are you supposed to say it?
It's supposed to be doing.
Doing.
Yeah, which to me sounds like crazy. When I hear people say it, now that I'm listening for that word, doing. When I hear other people say doing,
do it.
I'm like, man, that sounds weird.
Do it. Yeah, that is.
And that's the stance I take. Man, that's the stance I take. Is, hey, doing is right. And all these other people saying doing, that's wrong.
They're just trying to beat down your confidence. Don't let them do it, Nate.
Don't let them do it. Hang in there. Let's see here. Nick, can you review my channel? I've gained 60 subs off your tips, but I can't get over the 100 subscriber mark. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and pull that one up real quick, and I'll do another one here.
You ready?
Where do you get the symbols for titles and descriptions? Okay, that's excellent. I will give me 1 second here, and I will show you. Okay, so if you want to pull up the screen, So where I get the emojis that I use in titles and in descriptions is I use a website called Emojipedia. And on Emojipedia, how it works is you go there, they have the different categories that you can use. So you can say, okay, I want this picture, and all that. Or you can go up here and you can search. So say in your description, you have an Amazon link going out to the actual gear that you use or something like that. You can say, okay, I want to do a camera so that it's symbolic of that. And then you click on that. And then here you can click on camera or camera with flash or all the different options for camera. And then all you have to do is just hit copy right here. It copies it to your clipboard. And then you can go to your description and you can paste it into your YouTube description. And you can be really obnoxious if you want and paste it in there like a bunch of times where people are like, oh my gosh, why do you have all these cameras in here? You know, and things like that. So, but, you know, you can do it the best way, which is to just use it one time instead of, you know, filling the whole thing up like that. So, Van and Carl, cool. I have no idea what type of content that you make, Van and Carl. The font looks cool. Like, that whole thing looks awesome. Very stylistic. But I'm not sure what it is that you are doing on your channel. Another thing, too, it is fantastic that you have you here in the channel art. But if you look at what's going on here, you have you guys in here, but you can't really see that it's you guys. So since you're the personality of your channel and you're putting your face like this close to the camera to where people like, hey, I can identify this person, I would make this to where your faces are the main thing that's right here so that people can identify you once they come here and they start liking your content and all that stuff. Awesome. Subscribe button right there, by the way. So he got this, if you're watching in the chat, he got this on my website, tubertools.com. You can get a whole pack of these that you can use on your channel for, it's like $1.99, super cheap. So,
and that's a deal.
Yep. So head over to tubertools.com if you want to get something similar to this. And I also have them just like the one that's on my channel, just like the one that's on the Creator Insights channel. You see all of the guru YouTubers and stuff, they have, they usually have one of these. And the reason that we do that is because it's effective, because it lets people know that that's actually a subscribe option instead of it just being like a normal logo watermark or something. Let's see here. So for you, yeah, up here, I would just underneath this, because this looks cool, nice and clean and classy. Underneath here, I would just put the type of content that you make. So that's the only big change that I would make there, because the rest of it looks pretty cool if you're doing like vlogging type stuff.
We have a super chat from Dark Road Run. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dark Road Run. Let me get that. Let me get that open here. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. Heard about Nick from Your Personal Driver. Awesome. Hey, thank you, Dark Road Run. Thank you, Personal Driver. I appreciate that.
They're talking about you.
so hey, I know. Hey, people talking about me out there. So Stu Crompton says, does momentum pick up after 10,000? It doesn't, Stu. Not in the case that a lot of people think. Like, a lot of people think that once you get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, that all of a sudden it gets like easy or something like that. It's not because you have 10,000 subscribers per se. It's more about as your channel grows, then all of the signals that you're sending inside of YouTube to get your view velocity going and to show YouTube that people are responding to your content and all that stuff. That's the stuff that helps your channel grow. And as you get more and more subscribers, more and more views, more people, you know, converting from viewers to subscribers and all that, what happens is it basically increases the rate that all of that stuff happens, right? And and once that starts happening, then you end up creating a position of authority, essentially, which makes it like easier to rank videos and that kind of stuff, as long as you're optimizing your videos correctly and as long as people are watching your content for, you know, a decent period of time. But yeah, on yours also, I'd make sure to use custom thumbnails as well. Here, Van and Carl. So definitely use custom thumbnails and really try to dial these in as best you can. It's great that you're putting yourselves on here, that you guys have like a similar, you're wearing the same hats and shirts and stuff like that, which is also cool.
They look fun.
Yeah, they do. The smiles and everything. Yeah, you guys look like you're a good time.
Yeah.
So I would definitely dial in your thumbnails. And by dial in, I mean, you know, actually start making those thumbnails work for you. Like here, you have my buddy tried VR for the first time, last night, I guess that is. Last night, ended up with a broken TV. Okay, so
that happens.
So here, instead of like what you want to do, and everybody in the chat that's still sticking around, what you want to do is you want to think like, let me blow this thumbnail up here real quick. Okay, so what you want to do is in a situation like this. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, it's all gone now. It's all gone. So I'll zoom it back out so I can see it. Okay, here you're talking about your buddy tried VR for the first time, right? This would be a much more powerful thumbnail if instead of you here, right? If you had you, since people are recognizing you, you have you, or you have you looking at your buddy. So you're still in the picture. You have you looking at your buddy, and your buddy is also up close, just like you are, and you're looking at him with like a look of surprise or a face of like, oh gosh, what's going to happen?
Right.
And he's actually up close in the imagery with a pair of VR glasses on, or a headset on, a VR headset on, so that you're matching what your title is talking about to the imagery that's actually going on in your thumbnails. That's what makes for a much stronger connection that people will click on.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
So you want to take it back to the camera. Okay, so we've been going for like 3 hours and 45 minutes. The batteries are dying because we're still waiting on the adapters to arrive. The batteries are dying on the two cameras here.
Canon XF100.
Yep, on the two Canon XF100s. The batteries are going out on those, so we're going to be wrapping this up. So I just want to say thank you so much for your feedback that you've given on what's going on here so far. We're going to be making some changes based on the feedback that you gave us, so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
I also want to say thank you for everybody that's hung out in the chat so far. And I also want to say that for anybody that has that wanted me to look at their channels and I didn't get to them or whatever, I want to say that you know, these are picked out randomly. Of course, the super chats, you know, I have to get them first because people are putting money on the line. So I'd be a jerk if I didn't. But, you know, hopefully I can get to you next time or whatever. That's why I try to get through those free ones a little bit faster so that I can try to get more in. And that's also why we stream for a long time, so that we can make sure that once those super chats are gone, that we can also get those free ones in. So if we didn't get to you today, hopefully we can get to you next time and get your channel up there and give you some tips as well. So from that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Do you have anything to say, D? And also, you know, again, this is D. This is my brother. He's going to be doing we're going to be doing the other channel together. Creator Insights. If you have not subscribed to that yet, that's what this set is for. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, make sure that you go down and you click the link in the description. You head over there, you subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when we go live on that one as well. And D, you have anything to say?
No, thanks for coming in. And Stu, congratulations, my man.
Stu, again. Wow. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, congratulations, Stu, for crossing that 10,000 subscriber
That's huge, man.
milestone. That's fantastic. High five and fist bump to you for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you being a part of the community and part of the stream, and we appreciate your time for hanging out and doing all this stuff. So thanks again, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.